What is to be your RPG? That is the question. The answer is, we're a group of professional actors that plays a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign with a classical twist. Speaking of classical, so we play this game in order to raise funds for the nonprofit Classical Theater Company here in Houston, Texas. The Classical Theater Company is the only professional theater company in the state of Texas that solely produces year-round classical drama. We do old plays. That's from Shakespeare and the Greeks all the way up to Oscar Wilde and George Bernard Shaw and the early modern playwrights. And we are trying to raise money for this company. And your donations are tax deductible because it's a nonprofit. So that's all good. You can donate right now and through the course of this episode. Down below there's a link to our PayPal account, the Classical Theater Company's PayPal account, beneath in our Twitch channel, or you can donate directly to the Classical Theater Company at classicaltheater.org. So that is all very cool. And we hope that you will support the Classical Theater Company in the course of this. Now, you don't have to support during the episode. You can, whenever you're listening to this or watching this, you can donate right now, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at classicaltheater.org. You check us out, donate. Again, it is a tax-deductible donation. You are supporting one of the cornerstone theater companies in Houston, Texas. We would appreciate your help. But if you donate during this episode and you follow us on Twitch, you will be entered to win a super cool prize. This 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook, autographed by the cast of To Be Your RPG. Huh? How cool is that? We will announce the winner at the end of the episode. So, follow us on Twitch. Donate to Classical Theater Company at any point during tonight's episode, and we will get you this. If your name is drawn at the end of the night, Player's Handbook. Now, very cool things going on here tonight on tonight's episode, episode 4. Our stalwart tiefling sorcerer, Thexus Biazemia, played by one Mark Alba, has done fabulous artwork here for the party of To Be Your RPG. We have the entire party here done in awesome artwork, very beautiful colors. It is holographic. Like, I don't know if that shows up at all, but yeah, it's like sparkly and beautiful and awesome. We are at 99 Twitch followers. If we can get to 100 Twitch, we just need one more Twitch follower tonight. We will give away this awesome print, very limited edition. It's very hard to come by. I'm holding on to like one of a handful, and that is it. So we will give away this. Now, in order to be entered for this, you need to follow us, and you need to comment in the chat, so that we know that you're following us. If you comment in the chat at any point tonight and you follow us, you'll be entered. We will draw this again at the end of the night. We will draw a name for someone who commented in the chat. There we go.
I was really on the edge of my seat there. I thought he was going to say, "Give us your firstborn child" or something.
No, not that.
You will need to follow us and kill somebody.
Well,
join the blood.
So that's what's going on. We're very excited to be here with episode 4 of To Be Your RPG. We hope you followed along with us the story throughout, but if you haven't, don't worry, we're going to give a recap in just a minute. But yeah, so anyway, since we last met, I'm JJ, I'm your Dungeon Master. I'm also the Executive Artistic Director of the Classical Theater Company. And what happened in the last week since last we met? Not a lot. I was pretty busy. I did a lot of laundry last week. I know that sounds thrilling. Just like heap loads of laundry, so I did. That was basically my week was doing laundry, and then I had the world's worst FOMO as SDCC happened over the weekend. Mm-hmm. I had a badge to go to SDCC this year. which I've been lucky enough to have gone to a couple times beforehand. But I had open heart surgery a couple of months ago, and we didn't know how I was going to be feeling. And frankly, it was for the best.
Still going on about that
I know. I wouldn't have been able to make it through anyway. But still, super pumped to see all the cool things going on at SDCC this weekend that I missed out on. But that's okay. I'll go next year. Anyway. So guys, thanks for showing back up again for another episode of ttrpg. How was y'all's week? What did you guys do? What happened?
I think I also did some laundry in there somewhere.
Thank you for reminding me I haven't done laundry.
Yeah, no worries. I'll do what I can. Oh,
Your
also,
clothes chair will thank you.
I did buy this mug last week.
Must be nice.
Magic mug.
It has them raking in, the big DM bucks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gold.
Hey, we were at 5 subscribers on Twitch when we started this stream today. If we can get to 5 more, shit, I'm gonna say it right now.
Double our
if we get to 5 more subscribers, we will send this to one of our subscribers. We will send one of these to one of our subscribers. This cool artwork for the party. I'm just saying. So
That's a pretty good
subscribe.
deal right there.
The lowest. If you subscribe, you get all these cool emotes of the group. Like we have so many fun, cool emotes, little emoticons that you can put in the chat. That I'm sure Lindsay Ann Earhart, the mistress of the chat, is showing you right now all the cool things that you would get access to. But yeah, get us to 5. It's the lowest tier is like $4.99. $5. You can get access to those things and a decent shot at grabbing one of these cool little placards.
If every viewer brought one friend, and that one friend brought more viewers, you create like a pyramid of viewers, and they all.
Oh my God! I wonder if
like
anyone's
that.
thought of that.
I don't know.
Using
man.
that somehow.
I just came up with it.
Now you saw a meteor last night, right?
I did. If you were in Texas, I think people in Louisiana saw it. People in like all over the place saw the meteor. It was like 9:20 something last night, and I was driving on the road, and it lit up the sky. It was the coolest thing I've witnessed like in person. It was really cool.
Nice.
I love space stuff, so.
Well, you're in a good city for space stuff.
Yeah.
So you watched it enter the atmosphere and
catch
fire.
It was just super bright, and then finally we were wondering like, man, who saw? Like, I wish I had a dash cam in this moment. I've seen shooting stars before, like I'm sure a lot of people have, but they're really far away. It's just like a zip. I thought it landed in the memorial area and like struck somebody, or like I thought we were gonna. I was like looking to see if it was
anyone know where
land.
it landed. Did anyone?
I didn't get a chance to look up and see where it landed.
I caught it.
Mark caught it.
Mark caught it.
That was
Well, there goes that secret.
warm. I think
And use it to make the gorgeous prints that you can win today.
What a quick turnaround, man! You guys are efficient over there.
Follow and subscribe on Twitch for a chance to win that super cool print. Also, donate to Classical Theater Company during this episode.
Yeah.
Information down below on our Twitch channel or classicaltheater.org. And follow us on Twitch, and you might win an Autographed Player's Handbook. Just saying. Cool. What else? Did anyone do anything exciting, fun?
I think I celebrated my sister's birthday.
What do you mean
You think?
Wait, what do you mean you think? I mean,
She was very
what
drunk.
week was that? I'm just
No,
bad
that
at
was last
time.
week.
Was that last week? Man. Listen,
See, school's coming back. And,
I saw Thor.
Oh, you saw Thor.
Yes.
I've
No
seen it.
spoilers. No spoilers. But
Okay.
He was out near the
I'm-
train track, right? He
Yeah.
was, oh, no, you would. No, never
I
mind.
mean, be ready to have fun. I mean, look at who the director is and be ready to have fun. You know, I think some people are not ready to have fun.
I want to. I'm excited to see it. I haven't had a chance.
I haven't
to
seen
It's-
it.
it's
I want to see
it's
Nope.
a-
I haven't seen Nope.
I saw Nope.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
You saw no?
Yeah, it was cool. It was like the design of. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Nice.
All right. Don't
Anyway.
spoil.
Say that you saw it, and we're all
It's
jealous.
beautiful. It's a beautiful film.
Oh,
Groovy.
I want to see it.
Yeah. Andrew,
Nothing, man.
you didn't do anything.
Well, I moved
Yeah, you're moving
I
your
moved.
house around. Yeah.
from one little house into a bigger house,
Nice.
but they're connected. So
Oh,
Well, hey, that's still a move. That's
Yeah.
still a move.
It was hot.
Yeah, it's very
It
warm.
was very hot.
Yeah.
And I swam. I like to swim.
Nice.
I was on the
I
phone with
like
him while
walks
he was
on the
swimming.
beach. And
So wait, the bigger house was just attached to your other older house? What?
It's like
What a
hermit
find.
crabs. Hermit crabs, when they find a
is a
bigger
hermit
home,
crab.
they move in. They back into it.
Nice.
Actually, we're called squatters.
Well, cool beans. Well, awesome. Well, I'm excited to get here. Shall we get started?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Awesome.
I think I say no.
Your band of wayward heroes, having been unwittingly pulled into a feud between two wealthy families in the town of Verena, including your bard, Billy Wobbleaxe, who inadvertently slew Tibult Capulet, the so-called Prince of Cats, are now 3 days deep into the wilds of the Forest of Arden, searching for the runaway lovers Romio Montero and Julyyt Capulet. They who feared their family's response to their secret nuptials. After having been led astray by a tricksy fey creature in disguise, a rabbit-like creature named Puck, you picked up the trail of the couple in a small village of Benfield. Thexus also picked up, speaking of picking things up, an orphaned fox pup along the way. You found an old, abandoned home in the woods, rumored to have been previously used by the Monteros for smuggling, and there fought a vicious fey creature who you judged to not have been alone, and followed the tracks and those of the young couple deeper into the wilds of the Arden. You followed the tracks easily enough through the thick of the woods, and Vornelia is so intent on them that she almost falls straight off a ledge and has to stop short, catching herself on a tree trunk. And you see now out before you a remarkable sight. A massive sinkhole that drops some 100 feet down has opened up in the forest floor. And down below, in the bottom of the crater, a whole other forest is growing. You can't even see the far side of the sinkhole. It must go on for miles in the direction there to the right. But streaks of moonlight come down from above and down into the wild forest below, illuminating it in a ghostly light. It is still, though the clouds have parted a bit to allow the moonlight to shine through, it is still drizzly. It's still damp and drizzly out. You've been hiking through the rain for much of the day, so now you are standing here on the edge of this sinkhole, and the tracks appear to lead directly into it. What would you like to do?
Well, we did our best. All right, let's go home.
Hold on, Texas. Wait 1 minute. All right. Really big hole.
Big hole, yeah.
Cavity, a large cavity.
Should we go and have a poke around in it, though?
How are we getting down?
I mean, how deep is the hole? Is it?
It's about 100 feet down from where you are. It's not straight down, but it's fairly steep. You would probably need some rope and some assistance to make it down without sliding down.
Can I look around for maybe a path or like a staircase or something that had been built?
Make a perception check, and we will call it at disadvantage since it is
because I'm tired.
You're tired because it's nighttime.
Yep. Sorry, I hadn't done that.
2. 5.
5 on the perception check.
Yes.
Yeah. So Bronan, you kind of squint over the edge, kind of trying to find a staircase or a trail that leads down, but you don't see anything. It's fairly damp. It's not like there are rocks jutting out of it, but it's mostly like covered in like moss and vines that sort of cover the grade down the slope.
I don't see a path or anything. Just moss-covered stones and vines.
Well said. Well, I suppose we could tie a rope around a tree or something and lower ourselves down. I mean, I've got plenty of rope at least. We might not want to do this tonight, though. What we think?
That's what I was thinking. We might want to take a rest before we go down there.
I said the daylight might do us some favors.
I think so. I think we should get away from here. If they went down this hole, they might come back this way. And if we're lucky, maybe we can see how they get down.
So
maybe grab one of them.
The tracks, do they lead straight?
They head down and then you kind of lose them as they disappear out of view.
That's weird. How do they do that? Yeah, we might want to take a rest, right?
Let's set up camp.
All right.
Very good. Are you just going to set up camp just here at the edge of the
Yeah.
Or maybe push our way back a little bit so like
I roll around in
we don't
sleep,
fall
so-
into it now.
That'd be a good idea.
Perfect. Yeah. Good call, Cree. So you get back about 20 or 30 yards from the edge of the sinkhole, and more or less find a spot. It's the forest is quite dense here, but you managed to find a spot with enough room that you could squeeze a tight campsite into, for sure, no problem.
Do we need a watch?
Yeah, we will need a watch order. So a long rest was 8 hours, 2-hour shifts. So I need 4 folks on watch.
I'll be on watch.
All right, Vornelia. That's Vornelia takes first watch. Thexus,
Me and the pup.
Billy,
I
then-
could also take a watch. Yeah.
and then Cree. All right, great.
Fine by me.
Delric already asleep by the time you've determined what the watch order is.
He's taking his melatonin.
He's quite tired from having been roughing it for several days now. Quite abnormal for his
I'm also
daily
very sunburned, despite the clouds.
I would like to dig a small hole for me to sleep in, and I would like to dig it in the direction so that all the dirt starts hitting Delric in the face.
Okay. You make a strength check.
Strength check. All right.
At disadvantage? She's exhausted?
That was obnoxious. 18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
You managed to with your bare claws-ish hands. You managed to rip up chunks of earth, which is already damp
earth
basically,
moves.
and managed to dig yourself a little hole between the roots of one of the trees, kind of creating a little den for yourself there. Meanwhile, Delric, the mud is hurtled. You're actually a good 15 feet away, and Kree's managed to huck wet mud just all across your because you're in your little bedroll. And with has the embroidered dragons on it.
Correct.
Is now just smeared with wet mud.
You know what? That's fine. I actually like this. I feel closer to nature already.
What, did you say something?
Never mind.
Will you be quiet? I'm trying to sleep over here.
All right.
All right. Are you guys going to pitch a campfire?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh.
You set up a campfire around in the center here, and you.
Broden, it's cold. Hurry. My toes are getting cold. Broden, hurry.
And Bronan, you before too long, you have managed to start a fire with the flint and tinder. Despite the fact that the wood is wet, you've got some skills, Bronan. You've got some skills, having roughed it as a military man on the front lines there.
Quite a bit.
Yeah. So, all right, very good.
I feel the mud drying on me now.
It'll keep you cool.
Excellent. All right. So there'll be 1 day's rations and/or mushrooms if you prefer to from the.
Probably eat a mushroom.
Or
All right.
Goodberry.
I'll have a ration for myself.
Okay.
I'll do a ration.
Okay. So subtracting some rations from your inventory and/or a mushroom from Vornelia.
Give some jerky to the little bee.
And yes, and your Thorben, your little fox pup, gobbles down a little nibble of dried meat. And you are set in here in the camp. You hear kind of the owls hooting in the distance, the night birds, and at one point a wolf howl. You hear distinctly in the not too distant, but not immediately on you. But you are definitely in the thick of the wilds here in the woods, so you set up camp and you go to sleep, Vornelia, on your watch. Anything in particular happens? The rain does seem to be letting up a bit. On Thexus on your watch.
Sounds good.
And Billy on your watch continues to do so. And Cree, by the time your watch comes around, it's about 7 a.m. now, and it is now it has stopped raining.
Cool.
And is no longer actually overcast. Awesome. So you guys break camp. Okay. You break camp. You kick dirt onto the fire pit, and like a good Boy Scout, leave it even better than when you found it. And then make your way back to the sinkhole. You follow the path. It's very evident you're not terribly far away. There is no sinkhole. The forest just continues.
All right, we did our job. Let's go home.
Wait. Did we walk in the right direction?
Am I
Chris sworn it was
crazy?
right here.
Hold on, anyone got a rock? I want to take a rock and throw it where the hole was.
Okay, you reach down, grab a rock, and you're standing where your footprints ended the night before. Like you chuck it, and it like hits a tree and drops there onto the ground.
Is there a chance that the sinkhole is only open at night?
I don't know. Oh,
Because that means maybe it closed while we were sleeping.
I feel like we would have heard that. Yeah?
I mean,
Billy's going to stick one foot out, and, like foot the ground,
Yeah.
and just see if he can find the floor.
Okay. You make a we'll call it a dexterity check.
Oy vey. That's a check. So it's a 8 total.
An 8. Okay, great. You stick a foot out and just kind of feeling out the ground, and you're convinced that it's now disappeared, and you're immediately terrified, and you fall over, but you're on solid ground.
Okay. I think.
Do wolves normally have hours of operation?
Billy, do me a favor. Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. All right. That's my worst one. That's oh god, I'm really good at numbers. An 8.
Another 8. Okay. All right. Great. Seems like ground. There doesn't seem to be anything.
This is an enchanted wood. I mean, we've seen enough magic for me to know that, but this, without question, I want to detect magic.
Okay, great. Failed to mention, if you're someone who prepares spells, which I think is you three, during the long rest, make sure you have the spells you want prepared. So detect magic can be ritualized, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. So you do not need to use a spell slot to cast detect magic.
Okay. Yes, a ritual.
Great. So you will you'll cast detect magic as a ritual. So you take 10 minutes, close your eyes, reach out with your spirit to the wood and nature, which you're surrounded by now, kind of washes over you, and you ask nature to guide you and guide your vision, and give you sight beyond sight, and it does so, and you're imbued with a magical energy, and you open your eyes, and they have kind of a pale green look about them, and you look around, trying to see if there's anything magical. There are the items that you know are magical that you have found recently in the witch's cabin, but there does not seem to be anything magical in the immediate vicinity.
No sign of magic.
Well, I'll be buggered.
It's 30 feet, right? I
Yes,
think is
30
the spell.
feet.
Yes, okay. Yes. There's nothing within 30 feet of you that seems to be magical.
Can I ask you if this is possible with the spells I have?
Sure.
So I have both thaumaturgy and prestidigitation.
Well pronounced. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not making fun of you. That's well pronounced.
I've been practicing. Is it possible to create like the illusion of moonlight with either of these spells?
Now would be a good time to donate the class.
Nice. Well done, yes. You could do so below in our Twitch channel. There's a PayPal link, or at classicaltheater.org, and you can be entered to win a fabulous prize at the end of the night. You are not convinced. I'm not. You can give it a try, but it's more of a full-on illusion typically. Something to create something as significant as like you could create like a beam, like a moon beam. Perhaps.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd.
Yeah, sure. You can give it a try.
Okay.
All right.
It's good thinking.
I don't think either of them. I'll do thaumaturgy because it's got a bigger range.
Okay.
It only lasts for a minute. So
Okay, and tell us what thaumaturgy does.
You manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power within range. And it does have a thing where it says you create one of the following magical effects.
Which are?
Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for a minute. You cause flames to flicker. You cause harmless tremors in the ground, an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice. Or you alter the appearance of your eyes. So I guess not.
No, well, let's not go with that one. What prestidigitation?
Instantaneous, harmless sensory effects such as shower of sparks, puff of wind.
That's more in line with that.
Okay.
I'd let you give that a whirl.
Cool. It's 10 feet for up to an hour.
Okay. So you go to create the illusion of a moonbeam, and here in the woods. And that is a cantrip, or is that a first level spell?
No, that's a cantrip.
Okay, great. Okay. So you close your eyes and you reach into the well of magic which is naturally within you, and summon forth this arcane energy. And in doing so, a beam of white moonlight, which kind of tickles your fancy a little bit. This kind
I'm listening.
as a
I don't think I should be watching this now.
as a paladin of the moon goddess Illywid, Bronin, you are
Rubbing my.
holy symbol. He's which is not a metaphor. And you create this moonbeam. It looks very odd with the sunlight around it, but a moonbeam down. But nothing seems to happen beyond that.
Well, I did my best. All right, everyone. We did everything we can do. Let's go home.
One, turn you around.
Have you got any sort of moon magic or anything you could throw at it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's responsive to the moon. But it is curious that it was raining earlier, and now it's not raining, and the hole is filled. So maybe it has...
Whichever is higher, either a religion or a wisdom check for you. Do you have a bonus for religion? Okay, great.
Not religion, but I do have it for wisdom.
All right, great.
Wisdom is 13.
So you roll a 13, modified? Okay. Your connection with the moon, you feel like the moonlight had something to do with it last night.
You know what, on second thought,
Tell us, Bronin.
it feels as if there's a connection to the moon to this.
No,
But it has to be real. It can't be artificially made. So, my suggestion is, let's search the perimeter of this. And then at night, we'll sleep here again. Or we won't sleep here again. We'll rest during the day. And then, sorry, I'm still kind of waiting.
No, it's all right.
we're with you.
Boy,
No,
Yeah, all right.
right in
Yes.
line.
Yes, okay, so we will rest during the day, and as it gets closer to night, we will then investigate. Yeah, does that sound all right?
You can watch it
Sounds
open.
great.
Yeah.
So I take off in one direction where the cavity was,
Yes.
and look for clues.
All right,
Like,
great.
Are there other footprints?
We'll give you an investigation check. Make an
Okay.
I
investigation.
want to look as well.
All right, great. So if you want to make an investigation check also, that'd be great.
Bad pitch. What if we walked out to the centre of it and made a big parachute and just waited for nightfall?
I thought it might be like an elevator. Maybe it just drops down
Maybe
gently.
it's sort of like a steady thing, but the parachute in case it doesn't.
You know what? I think that's a great idea. I will watch from over here near the camp, and I hope it goes well.
For once in my life, I'm agreeing with Delric.
Cornelia, what was your investigation?
11.
An 11?
Modify 11.
14.
Okay.
Can I also sniff around a little bit?
Maybe
not
what are you trying to do? What are you looking for?
Anything not like a normal forest, not
All right,
expected.
we'll call it a survival check.
Okay.
I want to do survival check.
Never mind.
What's your roll?
I got an 8 plus
Survival.
so 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Okay. You follow around. The woods that you're in now look like the rest of the woods that you've been hiking through for several days. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about the woods that you're in now, despite the fact that you're standing basically would have been mid-air last night, you think. And then you managed to find Delric. You go back and you see that the footprints just immediately stop. That's basically the best you can find. What you can tell is, and what Bronan's been able to glean thus far as well, it is this seems to be just a continuation of the forest. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it at all, other than the fact that last night you saw that it was not here. Make another wisdom check there, Billy, please.
Oh, it's better. A 13.
Okay. So what Bronan said about moonlight triggers a little something from your past. And you have vague recollections of moonlight sometimes basically being a key to a door.
You know, Bronin, thinking about that moon thing again, yeah, I think I remember, you know, back in the day, when I was out on the gig, I remember moonlight was sort of the way in, you know? Yeah.
What is it, like a fantasy nightclub?
Well, depending on what's down there, yeah.
So we know we've got a pretty good hunch that moonlight might help us with this weird hole problem. But we don't have any way of putting a real moonbeam onto this
And I'm worried.
problem until nightfall.
And I'm worried about them kids. If they're down there the whole time with little screaming munchkin from yesterday.
Do you think it's possible to get trapped down there?
Well,
Billy?
very good.
Yes.
It can happen.
You just paused there for a second before you answered. Were you thinking about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can be trapped down there for a long time if you're not careful. So,
You okay?
if I say yes, will we stop asking questions about it?
I will, they might not.
Yes.
All right, seems normal to me.
Very normal. Not weird at all.
Did I see anything when I?
Would you like to make an insight check?
Yeah.
Yes. Vornelia, you did not find
I
anything
saw-
beyond
yeah.
beyond what he found.
I have a +6. 17.
Would you like to make a deception check if you wanted to
Sure.
hide this?
Deception.
Natural 20.
Nope, nothing wrong.
No, it does not seem. He doesn't seem to be hiding anything.
I just don't like the woods. Scary.
No, I get it. It's very scary here. Now we have to spend time here even longer waiting for this hole to open.
Well, I could go back to the Montero mansion. How about how far was that?
The place was falling
It was about a 4-hour hike.
I say we stay here and just keep watch. I'll start, and I'll try and climb the shortest tree,
Okay,
the most capable.
make an athletics check.
Come here for a second.
15.
You managed to climb a very low branch on a tree. You're basically like 3 feet off the ground.
All right, this is not bad. Not
I'm
bad.
taller, standing next to him.
Yes,
Broden, can you move? I'm trying to get a full scope.
I'd like to pull
What
Billy
do you
aside.
see?
A lot of trees. Nothing right now. I'll keep watch.
All right.
All right, you're gonna pull. Okay, great. Billy and Thexus, you sort of move off a little bit.
Look, I hate doing this, and I promised I wasn't going to ask any more questions. What do you think is down there? You're the only one in the whole party that probably knows something.
Well, if the moonlight is the key, maybe more fucking fae creatures down there. And if that little gremlin is a fae, yoy. All right. I mean,
Are you going to be okay? That's my question.
As soon as we can get those kids sorted out, I'll be fine. Just like to get out of here, because the woods is where they live, and if they are looking for me, then we might have a problem later down the line.
I understand. But if we go down there, will I be able to get you out again?
I should hope so, yeah. As long as there's no... You know who's not down there, so...
Voldemort.
You go with that. Yeah, we'll use that. That's the code word now.
Oh, I see something.
What?
Oh, no, there was nothing. Sorry.
All right, well,
Keeping watch.
who's got those? I've been meaning to try something. Who's got those weird little metal boots on them?
I do.
Could I see those for a bit?
Yeah.
You pull the unusual boots that you took from the unlegged little gnomish
foot-blood in 'em.
creature, and they're as I say they're small, meant to fit a creature that's no bigger than about 3 feet tall. Metal, huge, heavy metal boots with straps, buckles, and screws on them, and they're quite heavy for not being very big, and so you have them in your hand now.
Can I put my hands in them?
Sure, you can.
Okay, I put my hands in them.
Okay, you squeeze your hands into them. You're now wearing them on your hands.
I look down. Start clapping.
Are there any like felled logs or anything around?
Sure, yeah. There's a big branch not far away that fell from a tree.
Can I punch it?
Sure.
Okay, I go over and I punch it.
You take the boot and you punch it. Make an attack roll.
All right.
And add your strength modifier.
Yeah. All right. 4 plus. You said plus my strength.
Plus your strength modifier.
6.
A 6. You go up with this little your hand wedged into this little boot and smack it right into this fallen branch, and it doesn't really do much. It kind of hurts your knuckles a little bit because it's really not designed for a hand.
They're crammed in there.
Yeah, so it's not going so hot, but nothing seems to happen.
Cornelia, can I
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you thought that was funny.
That was great.
Cornelia, can I borrow
work.
those glasses so I can see further
Surely.
from my perch? Thank you. She's not too far down.
Why are we so bad at
She's able to just basically hand them straight to you, and you now have the spectacles on. Can you just tell them what the spectacles of minute seeing do?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, I feel it. I can almost see how.
Spectacles of minute seeing. These crystal lenses fit over the eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. You have an advantage on intelligence checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that
So you
range.
put the glasses on, Delric, and suddenly everything gets super blurry. You can't see anything out there anymore. And then you bring your hand up, and your eyes, and everyone's looking. His eyes are huge and blinky on these with these lenses on.
I want to get right in his face.
He gets, but you can see ants, tiny little sugar ants crawling on the branch you're sitting on.
Oh. No, these aren't going to work. Here you are.
Yeah, we as a group are just standing. He's standing 3 feet off the ground, with giant eyes, and I'm over here with feet, hands. What are we doing?
We are the heroes.
I'm going to pull out the person hat that we got from our little friend. I've got the people hat.
Why are you still holding that? It's
I don't know.
probably got diseases.
I think you're right.
Oh, yeah, that was formerly skin.
I think, yeah.
Call it foreskin.
Yeah, it was before it was skin.
Again.
That was bad.
Do you want to let your little fox run around?
Good idea. I'd like to unwrap him, and I place him on the ground, and I'm like, all right, Thor, please don't go far, because I don't feel like chasing after you.
You put the little fox putt down, and he's standing there, kind of blinking, looking up, and then scooches up and leans into your foot.
Can I give the fox a little bit of jerky or whatever?
Yep. Yeah. So you give a little
stick.
you pull off a little bit of the dried meat from one of your rations, and the little fox eats it right up.
Let him smell my hand.
Okay.
So then I
Snips a
can
little bit.
pet. Just a little bit of trust there.
Yeah, make an animal handling check.
Roden was always good with animals. He worked in the stables.
Oh, you mentioned that bit before.
An 11. Oh, no, wait. That's not even a thing. Sorry.
No.
No.
That's not it.
Jeez Louise.
Look at that.
Roden's getting older.
15.
Okay. Yeah. The Thorben like seems to like just sit right back on his little haunches and lets you like pet his head, those little soft ears.
And I get close and I say, good little what? Good little.
That's not. It's whatever.
Oh, Cree, this reminds me when we first left the Clan of the Bear, and it was just you, me, and all the trees.
It's a bit calming out here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Do you mind me asking why you left your clan?
That was my fault. So, sometimes I get a bit out of control, you know. You remember seeing me when we were fighting earlier?
That was that was real scary. Thought you were just a people.
Well, I'm not like a normal human. I don't really actually know who my parents are or anything. You actually might know more about that than I do.
Yes, we found her.
Yeah.
We were ranging out, and we found a strange babe. We thought it might be an evil changeling, so we took it to our clan chief, and there was much debate about the strange little changeling monster. But then we decided, once our biggest bear claimed her as its cub, that we would keep her for good luck.
That was my mum, Belna.
So you were raised by a bear?
For a few years. But after when I turned 2, she thought I was grown, so she basically just left me behind. But that's normal for a bear. And then I lived with Neely and the rest of the druids for a while. But sometimes I lose a bit of control, and you know what? Unlike anybody else I've ever met, I don't know if anyone else can do this. I sort of turn into a sort of animal person. I don't know if I get it from Belna or if I've always been like this, but I can't really control it, so...
I mean, I know all about having some weird ability that you can't control. Goodness
I do
knows.
feel a bit destructive sometimes, but, you know.
Oh yeah, I broke our whole house. That was a... Anyway,
But yeah, that's why we left. I sort of lost a bit of control, got a bit drunk, you know, and killed the wrong clan chief's son, and so now here we are.
It wasn't all your fault. The clan chief's son was an asshole.
Oh, no, totally not my fault. It's totally fair fight. And, you know, he was just weak anyway. I shouldn't have been able to kill him. It was just, you know, sort of lame, really.
is this anything that I would have studied or, like, might know about at all?
What specifically you're asking about?
Or shifter?
You make we'll call it a history check.
I also check on that. I feel like
Sure, you can make a history check.
But you lot have never met anyone who
I've met some
7.
characters,
12.
but
could do the same thing.
not quite like you.
Neither of you have heard of this particular ability or natural form of like becoming animalistic. Other than you have heard of lycanthropy, werewolves and werebears and that kind of thing, but this does not sound like that, at least not directly.
I thought for a moment back there that rabbit thing might have been, you know, like me, but I don't think it was.
Well, perhaps. I mean, I am on the hunt to find something that'll get me back to normal. Maybe whatever it is can do the same for you.
Oh no, I like the way I am. I know I have some growing to do, and maybe I could get a bit better control of myself, but I don't know, I like the way I am.
At least one of us does.
I'll be sure not to be on the wrong end of your anger anytime. So please, don't hurt me.
I'll consider it.
Thanks.
Great.
So
Very
are we
good.
just holding up here then?
I guess.
Anything else anybody wants to do?
We could wrestle.
Oh, anybody want to wrestle? Just me and Nelia?
No, I have a pretty good vantage point from here. I like stretch up just a little bit taller.
You're now like 4 feet off the ground.
There we
You're
are.
probably stretching.
Why don't you play us a song?
Sure. Let me see. How about something?
What's that one you always working on?
Oh, yeah. The hearth, right? The hearth. Yeah. Okay. It starts like. Doom 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 doom, and then it kind of does the thing, right?
Pull out the tail and it's a big bass.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's get the whole band here together. I want to cast helping hands.
Okay, you cast helping hands, and two hands are now floating about you. They're gonna. What do you want them to do?
One hand is going to slap the drum on my back.
Okay, start
and then
playing the drum on your back.
Hand picks up a harmonica flute and just start Bob Dylan it.
Right, very good. Yeah.
I take out a pack of coins and I
Yeah.
shake it.
Make a performance check.
All right. 14 plus 6, dirty 20.
Wow, very good.
nice.
Yeah, you play a great tune there, and you're sitting there. Everyone's really enjoying themselves listening to this song, and Thexis is plugging along on his bass tail. Even Thorben, little Thorben, sitting there is kind of bobbing his little fox head.
I love that
and
little
and you
fox.
see some birds landing on the branches above, kind of watching, and the nature seems to be being drawn to you as you play this song here. Yeah,
Can I try and catch one of the birds? It's for
sure.
Okay.
We'll just call it an attack roll.
But don't chew on that until you like actually eat and break its neck.
Oh, right. Don't eat it alive. 18. Was that a 19? No, it's an 18. 18.
Plus we'll add your strength bonus.
20.
20. Okay.
Very 20.
Yeah, you just sit there and you just like reach up and grab one of the birds. It's like a sparrow out of the tree. It's now like its head's like looking around. You're holding it in your hand.
Got a bit of lunch.
Oh, good save.
Oh, you can play that, you know?
Play it.
You just give it a little.
I give it a little squeeze. Just a tiny little squeeze.
It chirps. It seems alarmed at the situation.
All right, well, it's a bit small for lunch, maybe, but could have some fun with it.
Okay, you squeeze the sparrow in your hand for a while. Eventually, it just
sounds
doesn't
like
have
an
enough,
innuendo.
Eventually, it just doesn't have enough air, and it just kind of like passes out.
Oh, okay. I put it on the ground.
Put it on the ground, and eventually it wakes back up and.
When I put it on the ground, I try to hide what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, nobody.
Put it down there,
Hide
kind of
my
cover it with
shame.
I
some
saw
leaves.
that from here.
From up in the tree. Great. So you guys spend the day. Anything else?
Can I look for some like food or
Sure. Make a survival
herbs? 19 survival plus 5. 24.
check. 24.
God damn. That's how
Vornelia, what can I say, is in her element. Vornelia, our dwelf druid, just like, you guys are like, everyone's like listening to the song, playing the song, you're trying to cover up an unconscious
crime.
pharaoh. and like, you look around, she's just gone. Like, you just don't see her, she's just like disappeared. And about 30 minutes later, she comes back, and she has felled a deer. And has slung over her shoulder this deer, and has brought it back and presents it to the party. You managed to bring down a deer, and you have some.
I call a leg.
Is it a buck or a doe?
That is a doe.
Damn, I was hoping for horns.
Oh, good.
Dinner!
$1.25.
Dead animal to eat. Wonderful. I can't wait to watch you.
Do you normally eat
prepare
the
it.
live ones?
You only eat vegetables.
No, it's just seeing it here in front of me and
Just
then knowing.
give him a mushroom, Vornelia.
I'll take a good berry.
Mushroom.
Eat your veggies.
I'll help you clean it.
Bronin and Vornelia, you both clean the skin and clean the deer, and before too long, you're cooking over the campfire, and you have your meal for the day covered with the venison that you cook.
I slice up a couple of little raw pieces and give it to the little dude.
Oh, he digs. He doesn't eat much. He's but he eats a bit. Anything else? Anything else? No.
Well done. I mean, well done.
As we're all just like sitting around and eating, I've got little Thor in my lap, and I'm just like, so, military man, are you allowed to dive into any of that?
Sure.
Yeah, you said you used to work in the stables. How'd that happen?
My family, my father and my father's father, we've always worked in the stables for the Haven Thorns, Delric's family, and that's actually how I met Delric. When I was around 20 or so, a little bit older, Delric had gotten into trouble with his father, and he got assigned to the stable. So.
So you lads grew up together, sort of, then?
A little bit, yeah.
Different ends of town.
Yeah. So I taught him.
But you worked under him.
I did.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
He taught me a lot.
My parents taught me a lot about the gods, and I've always been drawn to Illyrd. At night, it's generally when I feel the most peaceful. I go for walks, and the moon has always brought me comfort. And in telling Delric about the gods, he became very interested as a young man and found his own god to follow.
Gorwed.
Not my choice, but I'm happy that it gave him direction. But while I was there, I became stable master, and one night I got woken up by the captain of the guard, Veers, and elves had been attacking, and a renegade group had been pushing their way into
The Lorne Empire.
Lorne Empire.
Been a long time.
Right, it
Hard to
has. It
remember.
has. I wasn't very good at battling, but I learned very quickly, and pretty soon was in charge of my own group, and we got sent on basically what was a suicide mission. Am I talking too much?
No.
Oh, it's
I think this is
fascinating.
the most I've ever heard you talk.
With all due respect, only share what you feel comfortable with.
Well,
Very interesting, certainly.
we got set upon by some elves, and most of my men were killed. I was able to escape, but they had taken a couple of our men. So I made my way and I found them, and they had killed all but one of them. He was attached to a tree, and I snuck up and I killed most of the elves and let them go. But the leader of the elves, he's quite formidable, and he and I fought for quite some time. Ultimately, went over this edge and fell into a cave. And while we were there, he was supposed to be my enemy, but I respected the hell out of the way he fought. And likewise, he respected me, and we were able to kind of realize that this fighting that goes on between men and elves is it's something that always happens, but we are the ones that pay the price. It's not the people that put us into battle. And through that, he didn't really speak common, but I was able to glean that his name was Jalen Rightwing. And before we could learn much more about each other, an owlbear came in, because it was an owlbear cave. And I tried to save him, but I couldn't do it. And in the end, he was the one who killed the owlbear. And when I went to go talk to him, he was pretty messed up, and he asked me if I would look after his sister, Myrni. And I said I would. And he passed. And after some time, I was able to get out of the cave. And I was set upon with a choice. Do I continue? Do I go and look after his sister? Or do I go back home? And I made the choice to honor my promise to him. And I went and I I was able to find his sister
Where
as
is
I
she?
approached. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, continue with your story. I was going to ask where she was now.
Well, as I got within about 100 feet of the house, or yards, an arrow was struck between my feet. A woman had come out of this cabin, and I was able to lift up Jalen's daggers and his armor, and she knew that her brother had passed, and she came in and gathered them, and quietly went back to the cabin. But as I said, I wanted to honor what I told him, so I set up camp, and I watched for about a month or two, and she didn't really come out, and we didn't interact. But a mountain lion came in, and I was able to stop him before he got to her. And after that, she started bringing me food. And it wasn't too long after that we started talking. And within the year, she became my wife.
All right.
I knew it. I was shipping you two.
And not too long after that, our daughter, Jana, was born. And she grew up, and we were there, and we were happy for about 3 years or so. And one day, a group of men came, started asking questions to Mirny, my wife. And when I intervened, I didn't see the two men behind me, and they knocked me out. And as I was coming to, I could see they were dragging my wife and my child away. And then I blacked out. And I woke up and I was being sold to a slaver. And I spent 4 years on a ship, rowing and rowing and rowing, watching the leader of the boat with my amulet and my grandfather's sword grim on his belt. And finally, a battle took place and some pirates hit the boat. I was able to get free, and I slain the master, and I regained my items. And I didn't know where to go. So I figured I might as well try to go back to being a stable master. Maybe there would be some information there. And that's where I met Delric.
Again.
And Delric was on his way out of town. And I knew that if he was out of town, then I should probably go with him. Because at the very least, he was the only family I had left.
Wow.
Holy Ramsey.
I can see why your moon goddess favors you.
Does the name Right Wing mean anything?
Make a history check.
I guess not, because that's an 8.
You don't recognize that name, but it is decidedly elven.
I wish these feuding families could hear your story.
Yeah.
So, your wife and your daughter, I suppose you're looking for them now?
I am.
I'll be happy to help you do that,
Me too.
however I can.
I appreciate it. I have hope, but I feel as if too much time has passed. There is a chance I may never see them again. But I will find out who sent those men, and they will come to justice.
I understand being on your own without your family. I've been without mine since I was 12. And While there is no hope in finding mine, I'd like to put all the effort I have into helping you find yours.
I appreciate it. Well, that's enough talking for right now. I'm gonna go rest under a tree.
All right.
Got bearitis, but
You got bearitis again.
Is that like irritable
What is
bear
that?
Oh,
syndrome?
like leopard syndrome.
Oh God, don't bring back leopard scene.
All right. So the morning passes, the afternoon passes, and
That's how long your story was. No
Yeah,
kidding.
the afternoon passes and the evening passes, and 3 days hence,
yeah.
finally the story is resolved. No, the afternoon is peaceful. Nothing seems to really happen in the interim, but you sort of you don't set up a full camp, but you collect your things as the sun dips behind the Braxshire Peaks, and you sort of get ready to see what's going to happen, if anything, and indeed, before too long, the sun has dipped down, and it's a fairly clear night, and the moon begins to rise.
Ready for tonight.
What would you guys like to do in particular?
I start taking out my rope and okay, well I've got 50 feet of rope here. I suppose we could tie it to a tree and start trying to. Anybody else?
I have another
some?
50 feet.
Okay.
I give that to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've
You guys
only
can-
got 2.
No rope.
2 feet of rope.
No, 2 feet.
Oh well, fair enough.
Actually, I don't have feet. I have hooves. Never mind the wind.
No feet. So you tie the 2 ropes together with a clove hitch. By the way, that's the knot you should use. You're welcome. Yeah. Remember that Boy Scout thing I missed earlier?
That's right.
So you tie the 2 ropes together.
I learned how to do that in lighting class.
and tie one end to the to a tree trunk that looks like it'll support your weight, and wait. Yeah. You do so, and it's probably about 10 or so at night, and the moon is not quite full, but pretty close, and has risen overhead, and is casting, indeed, a bright white light across the forest floor. And you're standing there kind of like waiting, almost holding your breath. And as you do so, a mist begins to creep along the forest floor. Your feet kind of disappear into it, and it begins to fill up again. Billy, this is definitely something unusual. Vornelia and Cree, you note that this is not a natural occurrence, and this mist again covers the entire forest floor and then begins to rise up a little bit. And before too long, the entire tree, you lose sight of anything beyond about 2 or 3 feet in front of you, and you're kind of all huddled together to make sure you don't get separated. And then there's a bright, like the mist is lit up by the moonlight, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and so you all kind of have to blink, and then it stops, and you open your eyes, you kind of rub your eyes and look out, and your eyes adjust, and the forest is gone, and you're now standing on the edge of the precipice you were standing on last night. The sharp 100-foot drop down, this unusual, arcane, old, very unusual forest down in this sinkhole. You can't even you can't even see the far side of the sinkhole. It's almost like a small canyon is dug out here in the forest, and you can see down. It's even though it is misty down there, you can see the forest floor and the tops of these trees, which do not match the trees around you up here in the forest.
I pick up Thor. I put him in a little pouch around with my scarf, and he's sitting here, and I'm like, all right.
You make a little sling across you and
Put the baby in there so you don't fall. So who's going first?
Let's climb into this pit.
I'll go first.
We should make haste because we only have so much moonlight.
Right. What time is it? Right about now?
It's about 10.
10 in the evening? Okay. All right.
So, very carefully.
You guess you probably have you would guess that there's probably about 8 hours of moonlight.
So let's take a long rest.
Well, I'll stay. You all go first. I'll bring up the rear.
So, carefully, could I go over to the edge and try my best to start, doing this thing?
Rappelling down.
Yeah, rappelling.
Again, it's not a straight drop, but it's still you wouldn't be able to just like walk down it. There is a grade to it.
Okay.
But so you begin to make your way down. Make an athletics check, and you can add because you're using a rope. I'll allow you to add your proficiency bonus as well.
If we all had shields, we could slide down on our shields.
Legolas style.
Athletics check. I'm adding my proficiency bonus.
So you're do an athletics check, and then add your proficiency bonus, which should be I think it's a +2.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's 18.
Okay. Kree grabs the rope, and you see her kind of disappear over the edge. Kree, you begin to make your way down slowly making your way down. It gets a little chilly as you're making your way down the thing, and then she basically she disappears not only from view over the edge, but even peering down, you see she kind of like disappears into the mist below, and you make it your way down, and you're now at the bottom of the and we'll get back to you in a moment. So who's going next?
I'll follow second.
All right, Billy. Make an athletics check, and you can add your proficiency bonus.
Whip that loot around. A 10 plus athletics. So that's a flat 0 plus proficiency 2, so 12.
Okay. You similarly, you lower yourself down over the edge, and just as with Kree, before too long, once you get about 60 or so feet down this incline, you disappear into the mist. You're just surrounded by mist. You make your way, and you set your feet down at the bottom there, and you see Kree is standing right next to you.
I'll go next.
All right, Thexus, make an athletics check, and you can add your proficiency bonus.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos, and I'm going to roll that again.
Okay.
That's much better.
All right.
That's a 21.
So Tides of Chaos, does that involve a wild magic roll? I can't remember now.
Let me double check for you.
During this time,
It's a
you
trail
can
of
donate to the
bubbles.
Classical Theater Company by clicking the link below. All donations are tax deductible.
Starting at first level, you can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Once you do, you must finish a long rest before using this feature again. Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, the DM can have you roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after you cast a level of... I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, great. You lower yourself down, and again, similarly, disappear at a certain point and are surrounded by this mist and set foot, and you're now all three at the bottom. You haven't heard anything go wrong. No yelling or anything.
Vanilla, go ahead.
All right.
All right, Vanilla, make an athletics check and add your proficiency bonus.
Efficiency. Where's that? Oh.
3 + 2.
These things are getting stranger down here.
It's almost like
14.
everything's upside
14.
down.
Okay. Cornelia, you lower yourself down, just with the rest of them, and manage to make your way all the way down to the floor of this sunken area, this sunken forest. Okay.
Oh.
Now that they're all gone. Broden, we're gonna die down there. It's too far. I didn't want to tell them, but I'm absolutely terrified. I'm holding on to the rope as he throws. So I get a head start.
You swing out. Please make an athletics check.
Just athletics?
And add your proficiency bonus.
10.
You need a 10.
I would not have made that if I hadn't rolled
You
it
make
down.
your way, and your foot slips on some of the damp moss that you're sitting on, and your boot slips out from under you, and you slide down, but like about 10 feet, and catch yourself, rope burning your hands, but manage to catch yourself before plummeting the other 90 feet to certain doom, and lower yourself down, and are soon all are met.
Broden is very nervous, so just Oh, he's not. Come on, Broden, it's all right.
Athletics check, Bronin. Okay.
Yes, 21.
You,
I take the rope with me. I just stride down.
you slide down all the way down.
I like Legolas on my shield.
He lands right next to you guys, like after,
does a
like
flip.
sliding straight down. It's like
Broden, no, you were right. I know you were nervous. Glad you made it.
Pull out a paper with a piece of 10 on it, number 10 written on it.
So,
Piece of 10.
so the group is now all met here, keeping in mind that the rope is still up at the.
No, I grabbed it.
You rolled well, but you're not good enough to make it down.
I
We also
should have
need it.
asked,
Yeah.
To get out.
Yeah, I was gonna
what happens if we're here when daylight hits? How are we getting back up?
We're going to be out of here in 8 hours, and that is final.
Yes, sir.
Let's move. Come on.
I'll set my mind clock to 8 hours to keep time. There we are.
I'm looking for the footprints. Do they continue?
So you're now standing here. You reach the floor of this like huge crater, and are now surrounded by a forest more ancient than any of you has ever seen, except maybe Billy. Huge old trees with massive gnarled branches stretch out above you. Flowers and vines overgrow nearly every surface down here, and bright green moss, almost luminescent, covers the rocks and tree trunks and fallen branches on the ground.
Can I lick the moss?
Red and white mushrooms, 3 or 4 feet tall, massive mushrooms sprouting out here and there, kind of dot the forest landscape here, and little motes of light, pastel-colored lights, pinks and greens, blues, yellows, kind of dancing about, flitting all about. As you move, they seem to always be at a constant distance from you, just kind of surrounding you, floating about in the air. And they add to the wonder and mystery of this place. There's the intoxicating smell of damp, fresh earth and like night blooming flowers, and it fills your senses. And the mist that sort of hangs over you in the tree branches above also covers the floor, kind of the forest floor, kind of swirling around your feet.
Is the scent here different than anywhere else we've been?
Yes.
Cree, you could probably follow the scent of people not from here. That's like, does that make sense?
Yeah, could I sniff around a bit?
Sure, yeah, make a
for-
perception check.
Vernelia, you look for the tracks, which is what you wanted to do.
Right.
Okay. So 17.
17. You sniff around. It's tough to tell because this is you've never smelt a forest, and you've spent your life in a forest, in the woods and the wilds. Mm-hmm. You've never experienced anything that kind of smells or feels like the forest that you're in right now. It is, as I say, it's intoxicating almost, as your senses are just flooded with flowers and earth and the smell of all of these of everything here. It's familiar but different, and you're just like, it's like a whole new set of sensory instructions are being downloaded into Cree's mind. Vernelia, this is exhilarating for you as a druid, and it strikes some very faint memories of your youth when you lived with your mother in the wilds of Kirintanis with the wood elves. There is the wood elves have a very close kinship to ancient woods and forests and the fairies and the fae folk that live there. So you definitely have a sense of this. And Billy, you're pee-peeing in your pants.
Yeah. Do I remember some of the colors and smells? or anything?
Yeah, you make a wisdom check. We'll call it an intelligence check. Let's make a history check. We'll call it history.
Okay, that was awful. So
Great.
history is +1, so 5 total.
A 5. You've tried to block out the time you spent there. And it is you almost don't want to remember it, but like inadvertently beads of sweat are popping out on your brow.
I want to pull out the ring around my neck and just like kind of cup it, try to hide it from everyone, and just look down, see if anything's happening with it.
It is. It looks like it's a little bit bigger than you remember it being.
Oops, sorry. I'll slap that shit back inside.
Okay.
We need to move, and we need to move quietly.
This place is amazing.
I know.
Do
never
not
smelled
eat
anything like it.
anything here.
I'm tempted by one of these mushrooms.
Do not.
I'm like mid about to lick
I
some more.
like grab your tongue. Put that back inside.
I slowly
I will
go
buy
up-
you as many snacks as you want when we get out of here.
That's a promise.
That is a promise that I am going to regret, but yes.
All right.
I slowly go up to one of the trees
Yeah.
and put my hands on it. I start singing in Elven to it.
Okay. You step up and begin to sing in Elven as you touch this tree, and make a nature check.
Nature?
Before he's doing that, can I start quietly dancing?
Sure, you're just swaying a little bit, and Vornelia, you walk up and put your hands in this moss-covered tree trunk, and your hands sink into the soft green moss, and you feel this communion almost with this tree. There's this, you have this connection to nature that no one else in the party has, and it goes back not just to your druidic roots, but to your wood elven roots, and you've never, even in your days back in Kirantanis with your mother in the Sylvan, the wood elven forests, have you ever felt a tree as old as this one?
Everyone back up. Give her a minute. Has anyone got a wet wipe?
Did it say anything to you?
No, but it's really old.
So she's got a type. Understood. I'll be quiet.
Delric, you see something move out of the corner of your eye. You look and then there's nothing there.
All right. I don't like it here. Let's get moving.
Me too.
Shall we?
And I start going forward, and I grab Thexis and leading the way. I go, we're here. She's here. She's here.
How do you know? How do you know?
The thing is doing the thing.
Hey, what's that?
Okay, I don't need that many.
Right?
He's getting bitten.
Hey, we should find the kids and leave. Yeah.
All right.
If we want, we can walk and
Okay.
talk. But
I look reluctantly. I look for some footprints.
Okay, great. Make a survival check.
Can I like see Vonelia looking, and I go, yeah, Vonelia, go, Vonelia, please go, Vonelia, find those kids. Bardic inspiration.
All right, you
Okay,
can add
13.
you can add a die 6 if you'd like.
Okay. Die 6. That's a normal one, right? This?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was it?
12.
19, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. So you looking around from where you descended, trying to find the tracks of these that you had been following to this point. You look down and you don't see any tracks down here.
Even with the glasses? I put the glasses on.
Sure. You can put the glasses on. It gives you advantage on perception checks or an
I think it's
investigation check.
I think it's intelligence.
Excuse me.
It's investigation.
Would that be investigation? What did she roll just now?
I rolled
Survival she was tracking.
survival.
Oh.
It'll be wisdom.
I think I wrote,
Try climbing.
maybe it was, yeah, it
Now
was
would be a
survival.
good time to donate to the Classical Theater Company. You can donate in numerous places. You can do it here on Twitch. You can go to classicaltheater.org. Anytime, anywhere, we'll accept your donation.
And please remember that we are trying to reach a certain number of Twitch subscribers, and entering to do that. And to enter to do that, you can subscribe and you can win a print, and it's cool. Show the print. There it is, shiny.
Made by Mark himself.
Yeah.
It's just advantage on intelligence.
Okay, great. So that would be an investigation check. So you can make the check with advantage. If you
Okay.
Like. So make an investigation check,
Okay.
and you can roll 2 die 20 and take the higher of the
Oh
two.
no.
Oh no.
Okay. This is investigation.
Yeah.
Plus 2. 2 and 2. Okay. Okay. It's 5.
A 5. Okay. You try to find the path here with these spectacles on, but you don't pick up the tracks.
No footprints.
Could I try saying in Sylvan, just out loud to the forest? Could you show us the way to Romio and Julyyt?
You speak out. Are the only two that speak Sylvan are these two? Is that correct?
I do.
Oh, also Vornelia speaks Sylvan. Okay, that's good to know. So Vornelia speaks out in Sylvan, and Cree speaks out in Sylvan, and
Sisters.
what you had seen out of the corner of your eye, Delric, there's movement again. It's just, and you turn and you look, and it just always seems to be just out of your field of vision.
Ronan, I don't know if I have those little things in my peripheral, like those little floaty things, or I'm seeing something in the corner of my eyes.
Why does everyone look twitchier and sweatier than normal?
I'm seeing things in the corner. There's something watching us, I think.
We should keep moving.
All right. I start walking forward because I'm trying to see if I can get this out of my sight.
You begin walking forward, and as you're going, make a perception check, Cree.
It's a 7.
Modified 7?
Yep.
Okay. Similarly to Delric, you see something flitting out of the corner of your eye, and you turn, and it's gone. And you guys are now moving through this forest, right? You're stepping on the over the rocks and the branches, or the roots that are growing out of these ancient trees.
Can I mark the trees so we can find our way back?
Yeah, sure. How do you want to do that?
I guess with
your
my dagger.
Okay. You take out a dagger and you carve into the tree, and as you do so, the tree begins to shake.
I apologize in Sylvan.
You immediately. What are you saying, Sylvan?
Please forgive me. Do not take vengeance. I will not harm the forest.
Okay. As you do so, you see that a branch had wheeled up and then sets itself.
So we're going to get lost.
So the trees are alive.
Hate the fight.
Keep
wild.
moving.
Keep
moving.
trees are alive.
Could I try as we're going along,
Yeah.
when I see something flit out of the corner of my eye,
Yeah.
can I not turn to look at it, but stop for just a second, and then kind of towards that direction, say in Sylvan, if you help us find them, there might be something in it for you, but we can't help you unless you show yourself.
Ronan is speaking in tongues around us.
You say that out loud. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
My heart's racing.
God, shit, ass, butthole. All right. No, it's great. It's a great It's a great 4.
It's a 4.
But I sounded great.
You did. It sounded terrific.
Yeah.
The words you used were not correct in Sylvan.
Okay.
It
does sound like me.
not your natural tongue, so you had some difficulty.
Okay.
You basically was like cock ass, and
they didn't try to help? That's crazy.
and there seems to be no help. You guys are confused why she yelled out cock ass.
I hear Cree calling out in Sylvan, and I pull out the lute,
Yeah.
and I start to try to remember a song that I remember playing a long time. The memories are starting to come back. And Billy just looks at Thexus and goes, "We need to get out of here fast." I start to play just the notes that start coming out, and it sounds a little like
My name. My bad.
but the woodman, the King's Hard log.
The King's Hard log.
Yeah.
Yes.
I start to play. It's kind of got a little bump.
King's Hard log. Is that what that song is called?
So Billy pulls this lute off his back and begins to play the King's Hard log. You've never heard this song before, and he seems to be like futzing around with the notes a little bit. Make a performance check.
Oh God Almighty! That's an 11.
Okay. Billy, you're playing the song a little bit, and you see out of the corner of your eye something move, zipping like back and forth between the trees, and you try to pick it out, but it's hard to see. It's dark down here, even with the moonlight, and there's a lot of shadows.
And I start to question what I'm seeing. Is it a fairy?
You don't know. You've never seen one before.
Well, playing knights and elves as a child, we often pretended things existed, and possibly in those descriptions, one might consider a fairy.
Okay, make a perception check.
13.
You look out. Again, it's very hard to see because you don't have any particular vision here, and you don't have dark vision like some in your party might, and so you're having difficulty seeing here in the with
You're
the shadows.
seeing this, right? You're seeing this thing fly around.
I have vision. Can I take a look?
Sure, make a perception check.
Much better.
That's a 16.
You see something, and you immediately recognize it because you saw a dead one in the cage in the witch's cabin.
It's a fairy. It's following us.
Hold on. In Sylvan, I call out as I'm playing King's Hard log. Oh, mate. Oberon sent us. Oberon, Puck, Oberon. We just need to find Romeo. No. Yep, that's right, Romeo. And Julyyt.
Make a persuasion check.
Fairies are real?
Natural 20.
That's all it took, man.
You look out, and flitting, coming out from behind one of the tree trunks is a creature that has almost butterfly-like transparent wings flitting about. It's no more than about yay big, and it has it comes flitting out, flying along with its wings flapping, and it's a little tiny, looks to be a male, little tiny male humanoid with wings, and it comes flying out and is hovering like right in front of your face. And it says in Sylvan, so if you do not speak Sylvan, you do not understand what is said. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're here looking for 2 young lovers. We just want to help them get safely to a safe place.
You're not supposed to be here.
Well,
You'd get us out a lot faster if you helped us find 2 other people who aren't supposed to be here.
You're in a lot of danger.
Well, we'll be out of your hair in just a second as soon as we find a human boy and an elf girl.
Can someone translate, please?
Okay.
What kind of danger?
You kind of isn't supposed to be here.
What's your name?
My name's Remy.
Remy. Well, my name's
Don't say your name.
Right.
This wonderful guide is telling us that we're in danger. And that we're not supposed to be here.
Remy, Oberon knows us, and we're just here to pick up these two kiddos. You know Oberon, yeah?
Yes, I know the king. Why would he know you?
We did a favor for him, and he asked us to help out. You know, get these kids out of his forest.
Make a persuasion check.
A 17. Nope. Yep, a 17.
It looks around at the group, kind of flitting back and forth. Follow me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely what?
Let's. Oh, sorry. We're following him now. His name is Remy. We're in terrible danger. The king, I think, lives here. Maybe.
What king? What king are you talking?
Oberon. Remember Oberon?
Right.
Oh, you're
yes, yes.
shitting me right now.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
It's just like.
Are you sure about this?
I'm going to say yes, and hopefully he doesn't lead us into a trap. And I say this in common as I like. And let's move along.
And the party continues along. And you follow this little creature that's kind of zipping along and seems to be almost annoyed at how slowly you guys are going because you can't fly. But you kind of making your way. It takes, you walk a while. Like your guess, you probably walk an hour and a half or so through these woods. After having spent about 30 minutes before hiking, so you've spent 2 hours now. You've got about 6 hours of moonlight left.
Keeping track of time, everyone. 2 hours have passed.
Making your way through these woods. Again, these kind of dancing lights, ever present, always distant, but always present. And you make your way through these woods, stepping over. It's rough going. It's dark, and as I say, uneven ground. But you make your way through, and eventually, this ancient forest thins out and gives way to a glade. It's got tall, soft, wispy grass, and on the far side of it is a huge, ancient tree with a massive trunk, and its branches are covered in a soft kind of hanging moss across it. The tree almost has a glow about it, an aura about it, and there are numerous of these dancing lights that have been following, kind of circling around it.
Are those all fairies?
Nearby, there's a natural spring. You can hear it sprouting from a rocky outcropping not far away. There's and it's kind of pouring out into a little pool here in the glade, and then several ancient-looking stones rising out from the center of the glade as well. The small creature, Remy, zips across the glade, all the way across, and hovers in front of the great tree, and says, "My king, we have visitors that request entreat with thee," in as loud a voice as he can possibly manage.
What did it say?
He's going to ask the king for something.
And with that, all of these lights that are dancing around the tree stop, almost as if they're standing at attention. And then a regal figure dressed in a shiny black vest and a shimmering black pants with a crown of large black antlers rising off the top of his head steps out from behind the tree trunk, and he's got pale green skin, and it contrasts with his jet black hair and his all black eyes. He seems to almost glide rather than walk as he steps out from behind the tree. "Remy, thou hast done well. Summon the court." And with that, the sprite zips away out of sight, and the tall-horned Oberon turns his unnerving gaze to the group. "Who art thou?" to be coming here to the deep place, to mine realm. And then he locks eyes on Billy. Billy, the ring that is around your chest is about 4 times the size it was before. It's like almost rising up out from underneath your shirt.
You all right?
Who art thou?
I am an adventurer from Verena, and we.
Thou hast the touch of us upon thee.
I step in front of him.
I've been around. You know, you might have seen a show I played once or twice, maybe.
What hast thou on thy person?
It's a genetic growth. It pops up when I get near, fey forests.
Make a deception check.
Oh Lord, is that a natural one? That's a natural one.
Thou art a liar.
What he is none of your damn
You
business.
don't know what he's saying.
Shit.
It's insane.
I don't know what he's saying. That's none of his damn
It's all right,
business.
it's all-
He is pointing and aggressively pointing at Billy.
You bloke, you're the king, right?
Aye, 'tis true. I am the king.
Would you be able to help us? We're looking for 2 people who aren't supposed to be here. We're trying to get them out, really.
He steps back. I shall dealt with thee in time. But firstly,
I really like using that finger.
why dost thou have the touch of the Fae upon thee?
What's going on?
I say in common to Thexis, might be made. Do you know the wonderful, beautiful Queen Mab?
Dost I know Queen Mab?
Oh, do you?
But of course,
Oh,
she is mine sister.
Oh, I couldn't tell the family resemblance.
Indeed,
You're so much more handsome.
indeed.
Your sister's such a lovely person. We're just on loan to pick up these 2 people that have found their way down, and we'll gladly be
Thou
out
art a servant of Mab.
I worked with Mab for a little while. Yeah, I've been doing my own thing, Bard's gonna bard, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. What is that upon thy person?
We'll trade the information for your help.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh no.
This could be really cool though.
Persuasion. Oh no.
Donate to classical theater. Link below.
15.
15.
How?
Plus 1. 15 plus 1. 16.
But at disadvantage.
Oh, that's right, 15,
Yeah.
So 15? That's pretty good with disadvantage, bud.
Yeah.
I couldst take this information if I so desireth.
It's a mole. Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you should get that checked out, yeah.
Terrible growth. Too much time in the sun.
What dost thou have on thy person?
Okay. I'll take the chain off my neck.
You pull the chain. It's now about yay big now around. And those of you who may have caught a glimpse of the ring that he wears around his neck, it is no longer a ring that you can tell. It looks more like a crown.
Hey, look at that! It came off.
Thou hast Mab's crown.
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, I just grabbed all my things when I left, and I might have just picked it up on accident.
How didst thou come into her crown's ownership?
Well, you know, a guy's got to eat. So Mab gave me 5 gold
She
coins.
didst give you not that crown.
You know, I thought it was only fair for 5 years of a residency in the Feywild, and I thought, you know, she can make another one. She's a Fey queen.
It is fair. It is fair. I like thee.
Oh, yeah, I like you too, if you're not going to murder us.
That has yet to be determined.
Oh,
But I like thee.
you're pretty all right too, Oberon.
Thou didst wonder about a couple, is that correct?
Yeah, with me over here. I like your horns, by the way. They look sharp. Could I touch one?
You may not.
Oh, worth a shot, though.
A couple didst come through this place. They didst come to mine kingdom. And as he says this, you begin to see, again, out of the corner of your eyes, though not flitting now, encroaching from the woods into the glade, numerous creatures. You see there's a giant frog, a huge frog, leaps into the glade. There's you see numerous little fairies, sprites, and pixies come flying in on their little wings. You turn around, Vornelia, as you hear a sound behind you, keener than the rest to this, and you see one of the trees is moving into the glade slowly.
What?
And now you guys feel as a huge tree, it's got a face, an old wizened face upon it, steps into the glade. A panther with 6 legs and the long tendrils growing out of its back comes gliding in, and you see the tendrils have butterfly wings strapped to them, and it kind of curls around the tree. And then you see above, in the branches of the tree behind Oberon, the great tree behind Oberon, you see a bird land. And it's a black raven standing on the branches, sort of moving along.
Hello.
What was in that shroom you gave me?
Can someone, for the love of any deity, translate what the hell is going on?
I quietly
I shall
translate.
speak thy tongue.
Oh, hello. I was getting worried.
All good, I think.
Is he good or bad?
The couple that didst come here, they are mine. They have come to my realm, and here they shall stay.
Do you want them? They're a bit annoying.
They amuse me.
Did they choose to stay here?
Might we be able to talk with them for a bit? I've got a walnut with your name on it.
And Lord Oberon, we also, one of your court members, that lovely raven, we gave him something not too long ago.
Didst thou give something to Balmer? Balmer, is this true? The raven looks back and forth, walking along the branch. He says you gave him nothing.
Oh, I absolutely gave him a silver coin.
No, I gave him that thing that,
Oh, that too, yeah.
I look at him and I go, that's an asshole. Well, your man, Puck, we took care of little hedge witch problem, yeah? Least we could do is talk to the kids.
There was the evil hag and a very large creature we had to take out.
I burned my butt.
He said you would be very appreciative of it.
She burned the bolt.
Come here, you silly rabbit.
And with that, Puck steps out from behind the tree and kind of leans against it. His long, bristly rabbit ears flicking at the top with his big, round, yellow eyes. You did call for me, sir. These creatures doth say that thou received aid from them. Ah, no, I did never see one of them before in my
I'm gonna
life.
skin that motherfucker.
Even the handsome one with the red beard, I've never seen them before.
What about Judith, Puck? Has Judith ever seen us? Or perhaps that 5 silver coins that you got in your pocket?
His little nose twitches. Make a persuasion check.
All right, let's do purple. That's a 17 plus 6. That's
23.
23. Thank you for math.
All right. Oberon continues to glare with his all black eyes back at Puck, who pushes himself off the tree trunk and walks out. So it's true. They did help me with Sycorax and her boy Caliban. It's true. But that is nothing. It's nothing they did. Shite. Aye, they helped me. I tried to do it myself, and I said I did it myself, but they actually helped. It's true. Thou art a liar. But you know I am. It is true. And he sort of scruffles, like leans down and scruffles Puck on the head. Well, Oberon looks around. Here is thy couple. And he motions, then snaps his fingers, and the young pair steps out from behind the tree. There's a young, beautiful elven girl with straight blonde hair that comes to her chin, and a young boy with a big mop of brown hair, equally handsome. And they step out. They can't be older than 20, and clearly seem to be have been dressed by the Fey folk. He's wearing this like leafy vest and these short pants that look like they're made out of hides, and then she's wearing this long, shimmery, sort of like gossamer-like gown that comes to her ankles. And they step out together, right next to one another, but they don't seem to have their wits about them. They just kind of stare out ahead, unlooking and unblinking.
You lot. You all right?
Thou seest these lovers sought a place for flight. Hie, therefore, strangers, into this overcast night. The story welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog, as black as Acheron, and lead not these feisty lovers away, and come back not within my kingdom's sway. For Romeo, leave him in my care, and same for Julyyt, she the maiden fair. Their presence in my court doth pleaseth me, and 'tis here they shall stay and ever be.
Would
Well, we tried.
the great Lord Oberon care for a trade?
What are you about to do?
What hast thou that I should want?
How about this really cool hat? It's made of people.
Never mind.
He looks down as you hold the cap you took from the creature.
No, don't give away the cool hats.
Oh, it's such a cool
It's
hat.
too
I'd hate
much.
to lose it.
No,
yeah.
no,
You're
you
going
can't
to
give away
regret
that.
giving away that skin hat.
He points over, and you look, and then in this ring now of creatures that has completely encircled you, there are several of those little red capped gnomes standing about.
Put that away, put that away, put that away.
You say that you keep the two lovers here for your entertainment, correct?
Indeed, they pleaseth me.
In what way do they please you?
They amuse me.
Just by standing there looking all vacant like. Because I could do that easy.
Yeah, watch. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and...
What is it that thou dost want?
We want to let these lovers find their own happiness away from their families, away from anything, so that they can grow and be the people they were meant to be.
Make a persuasion check.
All right, you look lucky before. 16. 22.
Nice.
I shall relent and release them to thy custody on one condition.
There's always a condition, isn't it?
Name your price, my lord.
Thou must defeat my champion, Charles.
Oh, God. All right. I mean,
Your champion's name is Charles. Sorry, no, that was a character question. His name is Charles.
Indeed.
Interesting. What sort of competition here we're talking about?
Because if it's
They know how to
drinking,
wrestle.
Thou may use any means to defeat Charles.
Oh, neat.
okay. Those are all right odds.
It's like there's a catch.
It's a death match.
So, can we all do it together then?
Indeed.
We're sort of a unit.
Understandable.
So what, are we killing this thing?
I think.
Does magic
Are we killing Charles? Or are we just fighting Charles?
Well, we can pick the.
Thou canst try to kill Charles?
We could pick the contest, right? It doesn't have to be like a death match, but.
It is combat.
Oh, okay. Well then, great.
We'll get ready to rage cream.
I'm ready.
So be it. And with that, Oberon stomps his foot on the ground with a seeming thunderclap, shaking the ground beneath your feet.
Give a warning next time.
And then silence. And another moment of silence. And another moment passes. And then another, and then another, and then the ground begins to rumble again. And Puck, the fairies, and all the other members of the court begin to slowly back away. The circle widens. And then, in the blink of an eye, a mammoth eruption from the ground. And a figure bursts forth from a hole in the ground, and lands. And when the dust settles, you see standing before you a little figure, no more than a few feet tall. And he's got a head of thick, wiry hair coming off the top of his head. He's got a long, pointed, wiry mustache. He's got a fawn's legs, hairy fawn's legs that end in little hooves. And he stands there, and in one hand he's got a massive stone club, and in the other hand he's got coils of rope in the other hand. And the rope doesn't seem to be made from hemp. It seems to be made from the same fabric or material as his hair is made from. And the creature, he turns towards you with his little black beady eyes and looks at you, and he says, "This is gonna be fun." And with that, we'll take a 10-minute break.
He sounds
Yeah, thank you.
He sounds a little like Harvey Firestein.
We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we will be back. But meanwhile, we would love for you to donate to Classical Theater Company. You can do so down below. The information to donate to our PayPal is down below in our Twitch channel, or you can donate directly through Classical Theater Company, classicaltheater.org. You can do that at any time, but if you do it now during this episode, we will enter you, and you follow us on Twitch, we will enter you to win an autographed 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook, autographed by the entire cast of To Be or RPG. We will announce the winner at the end of the night, so you have to stick around till the end, and we will announce who won this fabulous prize. Now, I don't know yet whether we've reached 100 followers yet, but if we have, we will give away this super cool print to that Mark Alba himself drew and designed. It's got this cool holographic image. Again, I don't know if this shows up at all in the camera, but of the entire party of To Be or RPG. It's such a cool little placard, and there are very few of these, so you can get one of the very few. We will give this away to someone who comments in the chat and who follows us on Twitch. Also, if we get to 10 Twitch subscribers tonight. We were at 5 when we started. I don't know if we've added any. If we get to 5 Twitch subscribers tonight, we will also give one of these away to one of our subscribers as well. So awesome. Okay. Now with all of that, we'll be back in 10. Hello and welcome back to part 2 of episode 4 of To Be or RPG. I am your Dungeon Master, JJ Johnston. And we are back now. I wanted to say I have heard from Lindsay Earhart, the mistress of the social medias. She says, we have reached our subscriber goal and we have surpassed our follower goal. Thank you so much. That's very exciting to us, and we are excited about that. And so you have been entered to win one of these if you're a subscriber, and to win one of these if you have donated to Classical Theater Company. We have received some donations tonight. You still have plenty of time to do so. So donate to Classical Theater Company either through our PayPal in the link below, or directly through Classical Theater Company's website at classicaltheater.org, and you will be entered to win this autographed Player's Handbook. And we will announce winners for all of that at the end of the night. So we're excited. Thank you so much for everyone who's given. Please continue. Please give generously. This is frankly the reason we're here. So we would really appreciate any amount is appreciated. $1, $3, $5. Your kids' college fund, whatever. We are overrated. Yeah, right. Exactly. Look where it got us. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons on the internet. So. So anyway, we appreciate that. So, as I say, we'll announce winners at the end of the night. So Charles.
Oh God.
Battle map.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That actually went way better than I thought it was.
One tree.
Yo, there's a fucking unicorn. Sorry,
I decided to take a nap.
Ronan's taking a nap.
Remember this thing
One
in
other
the corner.
tree on the side. It's
a little
leaning.
tippet. Oh yeah, he's hitting.
It's the one.
guy.
He's telling secrets to the other trees. Like, hey,
Yeah, he's talking bad shit.
Man, I ran across the street, got a couple beers.
What I miss.
So here we have the Oberon's court here in the deep place. As I say, all of these creatures have surrounded you and are now watching to see what happens. We have Charles here, we have Oberon, we have the couple here, and Puck, and they are here. So what we're going to do now is roll for initiative. So please roll for initiative.
Come on, gay dice. Don't let me down.
Kids.
You didn't let
did
me
it.
down.
What?
Oh, we both got one.
Terrible.
2 nat 20s.
Wow.
Damn.
Bronin and Delrick. Nat 20s.
Kicking ass and taking names.
All right. Everyone roll initiative. Okay, so 20 to 25.
Oh, 20.
20.
Higher dexterity.
He does.
Okay. Go first.
I'll go second. I'm assuming all these creatures are cheering for us,
Come
right?
get some.
The unicorn is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You put a beat on that?
15 to 19.
17.
Oh, 17. Wait.
Hey!
What did you get? What did you get?
What if they got the same?
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Do I add this?
Taken by surprise.
Oh yeah. So
What a small boy.
That's 10.
A little man.
Okay. 10 to 15.
11.
Wow, you guys got some freaking good initiative rolls.
Well, except one.
I mean, in general, that's still pretty darn good. Okay. 5 to 10.
I.
8, Billy, all right.
So was that 8?
All right. So Charles takes his club and slams it. Boosh, boosh, boosh. down into the ground. It shakes the ground underneath your feet, and then he takes the long rope that again kind of looks creepily like his hair, and begins to wheel it around and snap it, and he charges.
Oh, fun.
1, 2, 3.
Charles.
Oh, hi.
Straight towards Billy. Like he's must be like the densest thing ever. And as he gets close, you can see his like gray skin is like cracked. It's got like cracks in it. It's almost like it's rock itself. As he comes charging up, and he comes up and he swings his club at you, Billy.
Miss me with that. No, you missed it.
Does an 8 hit?
He does not hit. Miss me with that bullshit.
He swings back around with the club after the miss.
Off.
Does a 12 hit?
No, he does not. Miss me with that bullshit.
Billy nimbly dodges out of the way as this thing's waving this club back and forth, barely missing your goateed face as he swings at you. That is not quite his turn. He takes the rope, snaps it out, and swings it at Bronin. Bronin, please make a dexterity saving throw.
No, that's a 5.
Okay. The rope whips out, winds itself around your ankles, around your hips, around your arms, and you are now considered grappled now by this rope, and that is his turn. Bronin, it is your turn now.
So, what can I do to get out of a grapple?
You can try to make another saving throw. Yeah, it's, you know what, I'm trying to think now.
Grappled is a strength.
Yeah, but it's,
Donate. 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 Donate.
Is he restrained?
yes.
Donate. Hey.
Donate.
Hey.
Yes, it'd be
Fuck it up.
restrained.
Hey.
It's a dex save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classical
Good cause.
Tax deductible. Tax deductible.
Win some stuff.
Supporting local artists, motherfucker.
Mixtapes coming out.
There is no opportunity to break free from this. You can try to damage it, basically.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll attack it.
Yeah, you can attack it. It'll be at
fucking sword!
it'll be a disadvantage because you are restrained.
Well, it's a 6.
You try to get your sword out, but the bonds are keeping you from being able to break free. So you are that. Is there anything else you care to do?
I don't know that I can. No, that's it.
Delric, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
So that's
Your fave.
It's my favorite one.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. 16.
A 16 does not hit. You call to Gorwed, and he answers as ever, but it's just the first time you've missed with a guiding bolt attack?
Yeah. First time I've ever missed.
I'll remember that. And you launch it, but the impact of radiant energy scorches the ground next to the creature's feet.
Then I am going to
Kree,
I'm just gonna say, Broden, stop messing around. Untie yourself. Let's do this. That's my turn.
Okay. Kree, what would you like to do?
Could I come around? Oh, I'm facing the wrong. I'm holding it the wrong way. Could I come around to like right there?
Yep.
And throw a javelin at him?
Sure. I would point out, I know we've forgotten to mention this, and I keep forgetting to. You do have, just so you know, you have hand axes, which you can also throw.
Cool.
By the way, just so you know. So you pull out a javelin.
And can I rage?
Ah, yes. So gonna rage first.
Rage.
You are filled with barbarian rage.
That was a bear sound.
Red. You just see red and growling and. That's good. No,
It kind of came off of that.
Like a little cowish.
Yeah.
it's all right. It's
We'll
all
work on it.
right.
All right. Notes are appreciated.
You pull out a javelin from the quiver you carry on your back and huck it at the creature. Please make an attack with your javelin.
Right. Okay, so +2 because I'm raging. Is that with?
That's damage. I
Just
think.
did damage. Fact. All right. So that's a 9. +4. So 13.
You huck the javelin, but unfortunately this thing is deceptively short, and it goes sailing over its head and like thucks into the ground somewhere over here.
It fucks into the ground.
Thucks.
Oh, okay. It was onomatopoeic. Well, I've done a bonus action. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Thexus.
I ain't missing, and I'm casting magic missile.
Okay. You need to move a little bit because he is small and Billy is directly
fierce.
between you and he.
This magic missile.
Let's come around into this little area.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. You move through your comrades,
Get out of the way!
wiggling between, and to get a clear shot. Okay, you're gonna launch magic missile.
I sure am.
All
boss.
right, so that is a wild magic roll for starters.
I swear to God. We're good. It's an 11.
All right, and then you roll the 3 die 4 plus 3.
7. 10.
So 10. Okay, great. You come wheeling out and launch 3 arcane darts, slam into the creature. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Yeah. That almost hurts. And he's a wild one. This one, and I will note that there is he's still holding the rope that is binding Bronin.
Yeah.
Anything else? Cornelia, you're up next.
Let me make sure of Can I... Maybe this is dumb. Can I... No, we're good.
Okay. Cornelia, what would you like to do?
I entangle the creature.
Okay.
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square. Am I close enough?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area into difficult terrain.
So you could cast this without it
Hitting anyone else?
hitting anyone else.
Okay, yes.
Would it be-
Entangle!
Would there be space in front of him to like walk out? Like it would just be like him and back, or is it?
It's here.
Okay. All right.
So it is right in front of Thexus and back.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So you call upon nature and it answers immediately. You are surrounded by this ancient, powerful Sylvan nature around you, and you pull up these roots and brambles, and the grass grows up and begins to wrap around. And he gets a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. Yes, a strength check.
Oh no! So it's just a strength check if he wants to move. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's right.
A strength saving throw or be restrained. He must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants.
Okay. Great. So
So it's against my spell save DC.
Yes. So let's so that should be on your spell sheet.
Okay, I see.
What is your spell save DC?
13.
He saves. As the vines begin to wrap up around him, he's like, and like snaps all of the vines that had grown around him. But that terrain is now, unless you want to cancel the spell, the terrain now is half movement in that area.
I'll leave the terrain bumpy.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Cornelia. Anything else?
With my bonus, I don't know. Should we try to kill this guy?
I think that's what we're trying to do.
I mean, can't we defeat him without killing him?
Well, if you got something in your back pocket, you think it'll kill him in
I
one
don't.
go.
So with my bonus action, I say, and I wake up my snake stick.
Oh, you said the staff of the adder. So
Yes, I wake it
you
up.
pull the staff of the adder out. Speak the words, and the wooden carved snake head comes to life and begins to writhe around at the end. It is now a real living snake head.
Oh, I love this.
All right, and is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, great. Billy, what would you like to do?
So the area around behind him is all difficult terrain.
Yes. So this whole area now is difficult terrain.
So I'm going to try this. So I'm going to scooch one square immediately next to him, like right there. So that's 10 feet of movement, right?
You want to move here?
Yeah.
That's just one square. Fine.
One square, 5 feet. And then I'm going to misty step 30 feet. The crown that was on my neck, I've put it attached to my hip now.
Okay.
Sort of glows up a little bit.
Yep.
And I want to jump back 30 feet from there to like the rock if possible.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I shout as I portal back and I go, oh, mate, is that a hair rope? I'm not going to kink shame you, but that's fucking gross. And cast Vicious Mockery.
All right, very good.
So he has to make a spell save, wisdom saving throw, or take a d4 of psychic damage, and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
12.
12. He has to beat a 14.
Okay, he does not make a save.
So 1d4. A 4. And he has disadvantage now on his next attack.
All right. So you step next to him, disappear in a blink, and reappear immediately 25 feet away, in just a blink of an eye. And then you muck him from across the way, and he spins around and and he seems utterly distracted by the mean words you used against him.
Give him a little finger guns.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be my turn. Oh, actually, I'm going to take my last 20 feet of movement. I'm going to go around and hide behind the rock. Whoop.
Here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You duck behind the rock. Bravely, Sirach
Ran
ran
away.
All right, very good. Charles.
The Charles.
The Charles.
The Charles.
Charleston, North Carolina.
The Charleston Chew.
Yeah.
Steps forward
The Charleston.
and goes to attack Delric.
Oh.
He's got disadvantage on the attack.
Do I get advantage? No.
He's not attacking Bronin. He's attacking.
No,
he's attacking
right.
Delric. Um, 19.
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah. So he hits he brings the club up, crashes it straight down on your foot.
Oh,
You.
that's my good foot.
Oh no.
That's his favourite
My
foot.
pirouette foot.
Just pirouettes.
You take, well, that could have been a lot worse. 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you hear toes pop and crack in your boot as he brings this club, this tremendous amount of strength right down on your foot.
The worst chiropractor ever.
He goes to, it's just the next attack,
Just
correct?
the first attack.
He
Next
goes to make his
attack.
second attack. And rolls a 25.
Yeah, it hits.
So he brings the thing down on your foot, and then you're like, oh, and you're leaning over a bit, and then he brings it straight up, right underneath your chin. Your head snaps back, and you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
God.
As your teeth and jaw smash into you. And
The
smash-
moneymaker?
right into the beard. And he's like, how do you like that? And that is his turn. Bronin, what would you like to do?
Try and get out of these vines.
Yeah.
Or hair.
Yep. So you're gonna make an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
With a brush.
Just keeping in mind it's disadvantage.
Son of a.
He uses leave-in conditioner.
Come on, Julyyt. No. That's a 6.
Oh, fuck
You still can't seem to get an angle. You can't get your sword out.
Will someone please cut this hair?
Word.
But before I do, I will use a spell,
Okay.
and I will cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Great.
A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting a 2+ bonus to the AC for the duration of 10 minutes. And I'll do that on Delric.
Okay.
Thanks.
So you, despite all of this, you pray to Illywit. You say, "Please help!" And she answers your call, and you're now shielded by Illywit's radiant glory.
15 AC. I feel it.
All right, Delric, it is your turn.
I'm going to try and to attack this hair, but I'm going to pull out my new wicked sickle.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I picked it up on our little travels, and try and attack the hair.
All right.
The blonde woman behind the tree.
19.
And the dude with the blue
A modified 19.
Yep.
You bring the sickle down. Frank! You can't cut through.
What did you just cut into?
I tried to cut his hair. I rolled a 19.
There.
Can I make a mental check of why it didn't go through?
Nope.
No, not right now.
Nope.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself.
Perfect.
And the words are, fuck me, right?
All right. You got,
1d4 plus 6. That's 7.
So you get 7 hit points back. All right. Gorwed, he answers his servant's call. And you
Fuck
feel,
me,
you
right?
feel a little bit better.
Whoa.
Your clock cleaned. All right. Kree, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
All right. I would like to take out my sword
Yes.
and run up behind him and try to cut his arm off.
Okay. You draw your sword. Where you want to come up? Directly behind him?
Behind him, yes.
All right. You come running up behind him. He's got one hand's got Bronin lassoed, the other one's got this big stone club in it, and you come up behind him. Please make an attack.
Okay. Hey, good girl.
Okay.
So roll a die 20 and add your attack bonus
So-
with your longsword.
So that's 10 plus 2 because I'm raging, right? Because nope,
No,
that's
this does not
fucking
damage.
Okay, so that's 10.
You come swinging down. You're really bad at judging how tall this guy is.
Evidently.
You're like, oh man, I keep thinking he's taller, but he's not, and you unfortunately miss.
Okay, well, shit. And then that's it.
All right. Thexus, what would you like to do?
Cast Charm Person.
Cornelia, you're on deck.
Charm Person.
Okay.
So you attempt to charm a humanoid you see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. And it regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
14.
saves.
Brilliant. Okay. That's all I got, really.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
I didn't roll on the table.
Ah, fair enough.
I was still an 11. We're okay.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. You cast charm sword, and this kind of like pink sort of miasma comes out from your hand and surrounds the creature's head and kind of like shakes it off. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have had an effect.
Shit.
Anything else, Lexus? Flip them off. Cornelia, what would you like to do?
Okay, how close am I to Charles?
You are 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm 10 feet away from Charles. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action. Why am I doing this? to cast Zephyr Strike
Okay.
on myself. Okay, I move like the wind. Until the spell ends, my movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Nice.
Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on the hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Great. So the spell lasts one turn?
I think so, yes.
Whatever the durations. It should be at the top of the card. It'll say duration.
Duration. Where?
That's right.
Up to 1 minute.
Oh, so it lasts for 10 rounds.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
So I move like the wind,
All right. You reach out again to nature, Cornelia, and you grasp now the air. You grab the elements of the air and become one with the air, and you immediately everything around you seems to slow down. Cornelia.
She's like voguing.
So you're gonna charge in. Okay. So you've moved in. You're gonna make an attack,
Yes, I'm going to.
and it's with advantage.
Yes, it's with. I don't think it's with advantage. It just deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit if I hit.
Okay.
Oh no, I do have advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage on one weapon attack roll.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So make an attack roll with the stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay.
So roll a die 20 and add your strength bonus.
Okay. Do I do 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, 2, and you take the higher of the 2.
Okay. And I add my
Add your strength bonus.
strength. 1. Okay, so that's a 13. And do I?
So you come running in.
I come
and
running.
you swing. And you swear you're gonna hit this thing, and you do. Bam! With all your might. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, so while I'm near him,
Yes.
I take out the spectacles and I look. I take a close look. Do I see anything?
You couldn't. There's not enough time to pull out the spectacles and use.
So I dash away as far as I can.
Okay. So you moved 1. So you want to move 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sure.
or 6. Here we go, 6. So you zoom in, you swing. It hits him, but doesn't seem to have an effect, and you swiftly move away like the wind. All right. Is there anything else?
I already used my bonus. No.
Okay, great. Billy, what would you like to do?
So I want to cast Fairy Fire, and it's a 20-foot cube within range.
Yep.
Is outlined. So could I catch just Charles in the corner with the cube? So he's just like at the edge of it? Or am I going to catch somebody else in there?
I would say you have to pick either Delric or
Kree.
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 I'm tough.
I shout out, Kree, I'm sorry! And I just hit a really sweet guitar solo and shoot off a little fairy fire.
Sounds good.
And he has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
And
As does Kree. So make a dexterity saving throw, please. He does not succeed.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I think I did.
So 14 for me, so...
Did you beat a 14?
Yeah, I did.
Nice. All right. So you are not. He is, however,
hell yeah.
now covered in fairy fire. You step back. You cast with your lute. You cast this spell. Purple, blue energy, light surrounds the area, catches you, Cree, but you manage to shift out of the way. But Charles does not. He is now illuminated by this. All attacks against him have advantage.
Hell yeah! And with my bonus action, I start playing them the lute. And I go, kill this asshole, Cree! Kill this fucking asshole, Cree!
That's my name of the song.
And then give her a bardic inspiration.
All right. So you now have an extra die 6 you can use on an attack,
Okay.
skill check, or saving throw. All right. Anything else, Billy?
No, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Charles, annoyed, looking around. Why is he's all this light? I'm not happy.
Oh, do you want to talk to someone about that?
And he he's going to attack Delric again.
Oh my god. Hold me
Do you get
out
workers'
of
comp from this job?
He rolls a nat 20.
Oi!
Oh no.
Yo mio, no.
Oh, this will be. I'm going down.
Oh no. Get the boy out of the way.
I don't have enough health for that.
He did not roll well, though, so you might be saved. A 10.
That's the damage.
10 damage.
I'm down.
He brings the stone club.
Like down the
It
clown?
just
Or-
clouts you right on the side of the head. You see stars for a moment, and then Delric, you drop. Oh yeah, because
What did you
Yeah.
hit with?
a nat
Nat
20.
20. Yeah.
So you are down, and he turns to face Bronin. He will have advantage since you are grappled at the moment.
But doesn't he have on the next attack?
Yeah, the first next attack.
Oh.
No, he has fairy fire on it.
Fairy fire means you have advantage when attacking
Understood.
him. Does an 18 hit?
No.
I can't laugh with you. I'm dead.
He swings
not
his
dead, you're
club.
unconscious.
You have your shield, I guess. Yes. So and you managed to twist
complacent.
just enough to deflect the blow with your shield. Although it was a hefty blow. This dude is small but mighty.
As we little people are.
And that is his turn.
Oh, he is little.
Bronin, what would you like to do?
He is fierce.
I mean, I can't just like in the vines, right?
You can make an attack at him. You just it'll be at disadvantage.
What should I do?
It'll be even though because he's.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
fairy
Fairy
fired. Yeah.
So it'll be
True.
a standard
Fairy
roll.
fire gives it so it'll be a straight attack.
It's supposed to be gay attack.
All right.
Glad I got you.
Tickled you right there.
That will be with my longsword.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this two-handed. No, I'll do it one-handed
You
because
got
I
one
just
hand
did my
because the other one's
shield.
got your shield. And
Right,
no way to
right.
switch.
All right.
Either that or you take that
It
hit,
is
so-
24, and then we'll do.
That
we'll
hits.
just
Please roll for
all right,
damage.
All right. But I shall, by the light of Julyyt, your day has come to an end, and your night has come. I will divine smite him.
Okay, great.
Song.
So
roll
1d8.
roll damage and then roll the divine smite.
Where there you are. It's a 6.
So plus whatever your
3. So it's 9 to start, and then it's 2d8 for divine smite.
Yeah, so that's 9 plus 2d8. All right, let's get
divine
you.
smite is 2d8.
Yeah. Get you guys. Get you guys. It's an 8 and a 3, so 11.
Jeez Louises.
That's 20.
20 points of damage.
Atta
Holy
boy.
crikey. So you somehow manage to just like get one arm out for just a second and swing it down. This Charles, this little mustachioed face, little beady eyes looking up at you. You just drive that sword straight down onto his head, and it is like striking rock. Like you're like, this is no flesh. This dude is hard as bam. But you drive it into him, and he recoils for a second. Almost felt that one.
Boy, he's quippy.
Ugly.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think. No, is that a bonus action?
No, it's not. It's not.
It's an action. It's an action.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Delric, please make a death saving throw.
14.
All right, that is one save. You are up one.
I open my eyes for a moment and go, nice hit, loser. And I go back. About time.
All right. Kree, what would you like to do?
I have a question.
Yes.
So I, Elissa, would like to try to throw some water at him because I like my Pokemons and
I don't want you throwing water on my map.
But would that be something that Kree could try? Like, I guess this is like a D&D etiquette question. Like, can I try throwing some water on him? Is that?
You want to throw water?
Would I know to do that?
I mean, you could give it a try.
Okay, great. Because I don't know if that will work, but I would like to take out my water skin.
Okay.
And
You take your water skin from your hip.
and try and throw some water.
All right. You squeeze the bladder out and water sprays on him. He's now damp.
Okay, great.
Great. That's your action.
That's all. I don't have a bonus action that I can. All right. Well, that's done.
Okay. Thank you, Kree. Thexus, what would you like to do?
Now he's a conduit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna get right against him.
Okay. 1, 2.
I'm gonna cast Shocking Grass.
Okay.
Melee a spell attack, and I have advantage, right?
You have
of fairy
advantage because of fairy fire. Yes.
Cool.
Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the attack if he's wearing armor made of metal.
He is not.
I assume so. Cool. So it's a 21.
It
Yeah.
hits. Please roll for damage.
Where's my 8? She is. And he also gets no reactions because of this.
Sorry, repeat that.
He gets no reactions.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Is it just the D8, or do I also have
It will say on the spell card.
Yeah, then it's just the D8, so
Okay.
it's only 3 points.
So 3 points of damage. You run up, cast the spell. As you're running, your hands charged with electrical energy. You press it down onto the damp rock guy.
Why is he wet?
Blast him.
You miss it.
He freezes up for just a second. Anything else?
I'm gonna use a bonus action to use my ring of jumping and jump out of the way.
Okay. What is?
While wearing this ring, you can cast the jump spell from it as a bonus action at will.
Jump.
You get Van Halen's jump in the background.
We should make sure you have this handy. next
Meanwhile,
time.
while we're checking the rules,
It's not your
make
fault,
sure
it's my fault. I didn't give it to you.
donate. Follow the link down.
You could be the proud owner of that book he's flipping
If
through
you
right
donate,
now.
Delric might come back to life.
You got to believe by donating.
You can jump triple your normal move with this spell. Okay, so it's 10 feet plus your plus your strength score.
All right. So it's.
You don't have to roll anything.
Oh, so
What's your strength score?
17.
So 17 feet, 27 feet. You can.
No, it's 7, so it's 17 total, right?
Oh, your strength is 7.
Yeah.
17. Yes. You can 61. Is that right?
I'm gay. I don't do math.
17, 30, 30.
34 plus another is 51.
51. Thank you, not 61. 51 feet.
Can I jump over the group to be like right in the middle of Cornelia and Billy?
Yes.
Wow.
You activate the ring and leap over the battle, over everyone, and drop down into the grass there.
Little baby like falls in air, just bring it back down to earth.
Anything else?
Another middle finger to him.
All right, Cornelia, what would you like to do?
I would like to, like the wind,
Yes.
run towards Charles,
Yes.
swing the staff of the adder to hit him.
Okay.
And I don't know the wind well enough. Let's see. Do I still have it?
advantage.
I still have advantage. Well, because he's
So roll 2 die 20, take the higher of the two, and add your strength modifier.
Okay.
What does double advantage do? Fairy fire and for Zephyr Strike.
Zephyr Strike.
Advantage is advantage.
18 plus my strength.
Thank you.
19.
You, fast as the wind, cut through the grass, the tall grass. Pull the writhing snake-headed staff behind you and bring it down. It hits. Please roll for damage.
Okay. Roll for damage. Which one is that?
It's the same one.
Okay. And
No.
it's a different one?
Because Staff Adder does its own damage.
Plus, you get extra damage because of the Zephyr spell.
Yeah. It's like 2d6.
6.
So roll 2d6.
No, it's 1d6
And then he needs to make a
piercing
poison
damage.
save, right?
Yeah.
And
1d6
Classical
and
theater is the only
3d6
theater in the state
poison
of Texas
damage.
that produces solely
Wow.
classical theater year-round.
Okay, 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, 1.
All right.
This is your opportunity to donate to this theater. So take that opportunity and donate.
Does it succeed on a?
You make a DC Constitution save. 15.
There are plenty of
does not
places to
save.
donate.
Now it's 3d6 poison damage.
Okay, roll 3d6 poison, please.
10.
So 13 total damage.
Oh, do I add to that?
Whatever the first roll, there was a 3. Was it the first one? The first one was a 3, and then you just roll it.
Yes,
So
yes.
13 total, and then you get extra bonus damage because of the Zephyr spell. Is that right?
Dig.
I just electrocuted.
1d8. An extra 1d8
all
force
All right, so roll-
damage.
water
roll
on
1d8.
What does that even look like? Okay.
I helped.
3.
So 16 total points of damage. Wow. Okay.
Please get the
Cornelia, you
stage
swipe in. You bring the thing down. The snake, the staff hits, and the snake head falling, coming behind. Thunks its fangs right into the top of his like wiry hair, and you can see it like pump the venom into his head. It's like,
Water softened him up,
and
though.
you pull it out. What would you like? Are you gonna? Is that the end of your turn?
No.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I use Druidcraft, and a puff of skunk smell fills his nostrils.
She just for
Just spite.
insult to injury.
Just to
Fart
spite
in your
him.
face.
You
Farts it.
you spray
Healing bonus.
you spray him with skunk juice.
Skunk.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they called me in
cantrip.
college.
That was my nickname in college, skunk juice. Anything else?
Call me Sad Slice.
Is that your turn, Cornelia?
I feel like I wanted to do something with a
you, John.
bonus, but that's it. That's it.
All right,
It's
very
not
good.
a bonus. It's just a.
Billy, what would you like to do?
So Delric is still down, correct?
Yes.
So Billy, is that 60 feet
I did that.
between me and
5,
Delric?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
I did that
35,
wrong.
40, 45.
45. I'm gonna stay right behind that rock. I'm gonna softly sing towards Delric. Delric, we miss you because you're the best, Rick. And healing word.
All right.
And I need to roll a d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier. So a 1 plus. Let's get them up. Spell attack bonus, is that right?
Your modifier.
My modifier. That's just my charisma. So 5 total points.
Okay. You are healed up to 5 hit points. Delric, you are awakened.
I don't get up yet, though.
No,
my
you're
turn.
not.
And with my, because that healing word is a bonus action, could I, with my action, so I say a sweet, soft nothing to Delric, and I turn to Charles and I go, wait, is it 60 feet? Great. I shout out, "Oi! You suck!
All right. You tell him he sucks.
Oldie but a
You said
goodie.
the secret word.
He does not make a saving throw.
So a D4 on top of it. That's a 1 and disadvantage on his
All right.
next attack roll.
So, canon, he sucks.
he sucks.
Wow. Okay. Very good. You do your magic from behind this rock.
Charles is like, that's what my mom used to tell me. Oh shit.
He is so now having had this thing slammed into his head, throbbing. He turns and looks at Cornelia
Damn it.
and swings his club.
Swinging in the club.
There's a 17 hit.
Yes.
Great.
Cornelia, you take 13 points of
This
damage.
is what he has to beat, right?
Correct.
Okay.
He brings the club down on your knee, and you hear this like buckles underneath. You take 13 points of damage from the blow, and then he swings again with the club.
Did you already take damage already?
No, this is from another day.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
He brings the club back down on the same knee he just clobbered.
Amelia!
Take 12 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Oh no!
As he bashes you again and again in your knee.
No!
And the pain is too much, Cornelia, and you collapse.
Amelia!
The entangle spell dissipates. It's
no,
longer
I should run
maintained.
away.
All right. And that is his turn.
Is it?
Had disadvantage on that first attack.
Yes, he did.
I did not roll disadvantage. Let's see.
Yes, you might still be.
It was a 13 hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dread. Yeah.
Sorry. I tried.
At least
Thank
you're
you.
honest.
Yeah. All right. Baronin, what would you like to do?
So, is the hair thing, is that a concentration?
You have no idea.
It's just being held the whole time.
It's a big hug.
But
Big hairy
you have again a straight attack against him because he is covered in fairy fire.
He's covered in it.
Just covered in it. Covered.
Just glitter. Actually, just shoot a glitter bomb at him.
What?
Not great.
That's not great, man. It's not great. Not great at all.
What do we get?
We got a 7.
7 does not hit.
No. it doesn't.
Anything else, sir?
I don't know.
No, I can't do anything.
Okay. Delric, what would you like to do? You are prone at the moment.
As he's deflecting that attack, the camera is, I imagine the camera being over the shoulder of the little creature, and you just see Delric just like sit up, and his eyes are glowing with this like black smoke as he calls to his god Gorwed,
Yes.
and tries to inflict wounds.
Oh, okay.
It's with advantage, correct?
Yes, it's a spell attack, right?
Advantage?
12.
12 does not hit. The black energy which covers your hand as you go to touch him, he brings up the club and bats your hand away to prevent you from connecting.
Damn, man.
That's the turn.
Okay. You notice the creatures now are all kind of like really intent on this. They seem to definitely be backing Charles, but you get the sense are fairly impressed that you're not all dead. So
Guy named Charles, for God's sake.
but they're rooting for Chuck.
Chucky boy.
All right, Delric, that's your turn. Okay. Kree, what would you like to do?
I would like to take out my long sword and attack him.
Okay, please make an attack. You can make it with advantage because he has fairy fire.
Take that advantage. I got to 13. No, I'm sorry. That's
So roll
a,
die 20 and add your attack bonus with your long sword.
yeah. That's a 15.
A 15. You bring the sword down. It seems to glance off his really
Why
hard
are you
skin.
so short? Be taller.
Me at me always.
Anything else?
Can I still move? Or no?
Yes, yeah, you can move. But if you break adjacency with him, you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Can I try to go over to Vernelia and try and get her farther away from him?
You can move next to them. You've
It
made
would
an
take-
attack. You wouldn't be able to pick her up this turn.
Okay. Can I put myself? Is there any way to put myself between them?
Not really, again, because you made an attack. You already used your action. You have a bonus action. You could do something quick, but basically moving another person would be your action.
Okay. Then I'm done.
Okay. Thexus, what would you like to do?
Magic
Cornelia,
missile.
you're on deck.
No, I can't because
I literally.
I can't. Can I hit magic missile from here, or do I gotta move for it?
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, magic missile automatically hits.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
It's a 3, but that was close.
Okay, no wild magic.
I mean, I do feel in character. There's definitely the rage is starting to build. So
Sure.
You would make the call on that. All right. $12.
Okay.
Nice.
3 darts go right over Creed's head and slam again and again into the creature. He's looking a little more hurt than we began. So that's
I
good.
hope so, JJ.
So that's
We
good.
knock a couple pebbles
That's good.
off his shoulder, maybe.
Yeah, right. Cornelia, what would you like to do?
I think I have to save myself. I'm at -3.
Oh, sorry, you are unconscious.
Yes.
Right. So you're at 0 hit points, which
How
means you make a
rude.
death saving throw. Which means you roll a die 20, and anything 10 or higher is a save.
Okay. 5.
5. So you failed your first death saving throw. You have to you will be stabilized if you succeed at 3, or you will be dead if you fail at 3.
Okay.
So you have failed your first one.
Okay.
Okay. Billy, what would you like to do?
Seeing Vernelia go down after Delric gets back up and just fucking like whack-a-moles. Vernelia, I want you to get up, Vernelia. And a healing word.
All right. He sings you a song, and you are healed.
Oh, lovely. 8 points.
You now have 8 hit points, and you are no longer unconscious, but you are still.
total.
Oh, it's just
It
a
doesn't
total
go
8, even
negative.
if I'm negative?
Doesn't
Okay.
Yeah, no. It stops at
Nice.
0.
And as I finish the song, I swing the loot back and I grab my dagger and I fling it at him.
All right.
So D20 at advantage yet? It's a 20 and 60 is the.
It's 35 feet from between you and him, and you've got a rock between you and another person. You'd have to move out from behind the rock to make that work.
Yeah, so can I move that 15 feet, in front of the rock?
Here?
Yeah, that's good. And
Okay.
then, wha-cha!
Yes. All right.
Yeah! Oh, these are fucking piss poor. So 6 plus 4, so that's a 10.
A 10. You fling the dagger, but it doesn't quite get all the way there, and sticks into the ground near his feet.
Shit! And I hide behind the rock again.
Okay.
Whoop!
All right.
And
that you, Billy?
That's my turn.
Okay. Charles is like, why won't you stay down? Oh, you stood up, right?
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, oh, he's still there.
What am I getting up?
But like, you don't remember. You don't remember.
Yeah.
So he swings
you're
on Vornelia's prone form.
Oh, shit.
He'll have advantage because she's prone.
Pick on someone your own. Oh wait, you're really small.
A 15 hits. 16 points of damage.
I cannot.
Cornelia, you get up for you feel like, I feel
a little
this,
better.
and suddenly like, bam, bam, he brings the club back down.
You know, I think I'm all right.
He goes to
many
swing the
points of
second attack at
damage?
Delric.
16
2
points
out.
of damage?
10. Does that hit? You manage to deflect it with your shield, his club.
The shield works. Amazing. I should use this more often.
Yeah, buddy.
And that is his turn.
I feel like this dude doesn't even know I'm behind him because I keep missing.
Question. You said that the attack on her had advantage?
Because she was prone.
Right, but his next attack would have disadvantage because of that. So vicious
He
mockery.
didn't.
he already
I didn't
He
vicious
did
mockery
vicious
that
mockery
last
in
round.
that
Oh, you
round.
didn't?
No, and I think
He attacked
when
with a
she went down
dagger
the first.
and he used healing word.
She went down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was dead. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. What's going on?
That is his turn. What would you like to do, Delric? Or no, Bronan. I'm sorry, Bronan. What would you like to do?
I will try to two-handed sword wield a hit.
You can't swing two hands with the.
Yeah, fuck.
You basically have your shield bound to your
Yes.
body at the moment. You have one arm free that you can swing
That's a
with,
tight
Yeah.
spot.
Like an action figure.
like an action figure.
All right. Well, I'll try.
Okay. That's
No.
that's all you can do.
No.
Oh. You'll do.
There's do or do not. There is no
There is
try.
no
Manifest it, man. I love it. Yeah.
19.
19 hits. Roll for damage.
No.
Eat shit, Firestein.
Hey, Harvey's an alright.
Just kidding. I love you.
Fine.
You do 5 points of damage. Okay. You manage to bring the sword down on his shoulder. Again, it's like, man, this guy's hard as a rock. Bam! But you do see he has got lots of chips and cuts and, on him, and he's looking a little.
And he's
wobbly.
wet.
And he's wet. I would say damp. I wouldn't go so far as to say wet. Damp. He seems to be damp.
All right.
Guy's like
Let me
a
have
shitty truck.
What is that?
Anything else from?
No.
Delric, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to try this.
I can't wait.
I'm going to look at little Charles
Yes.
and I say, you're really strong. You don't appear to have any weakness whatsoever. And then as I say weakness, I'm going to detect thoughts to see if I can trigger the thought of his weakness in his head and absorb it. If that makes sense.
Okay. All right. We'll call it a.
Spellcasting? It is a spell with no spells.
But we'll call it a. Make a persuasion check in an attempt to get him to.
With advantage, as I'm proficient, and I'm the only telepath.
Who would expect a telepath?
Yes, it'll be your action. But yes.
Telepathic.
Who was on 19? 9 plus 6. 9 plus 5, 14.
You say this to him. You get the sense he is susceptible to magic. That's all you got. A bonus action you can do. That's what you got left. Or move.
One song. I'm gonna not miss.
I tell my crew,
And I wouldn't know that anyway.
everyone, magic is his weakness. There may be a specific kind, but that's all I know. And I have to stay right there.
Shit out of luck.
Kree, what would you like to do?
I would like to magically attack him with my sword again.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my D6 Bardic Inspiration. Fucking
You also have advantage.
shit donkey. Oh, that's right. Shit donkey. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay.
Can I scrap the Bardic Inspiration that I just used, or is it?
Sure.
Okay, all right. Thank you for being nice to me.
The chat's gonna kill me for that. Okay, sure. That's fine. Yeah. All right. So nat 20. Awesome. Amazing.
Okay.
You can do two things.
Wow, two
options.
things.
Two options. You have two options here.
Okay.
I will allow you to cause to double damage. So roll double your dice and cause that amount of damage.
Okay.
Or I will allow you to do normal damage, but have some sort of effect beyond that on the character, on the creature.
That sounds interesting. I like that because it sounds interesting. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with that one.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. Oh, so I choose what effect I
Yes,
have.
I will allow you to have an effect on him in
Great.
some form or fashion,
Can I,
within reason.
when I swing for him, can I knock him prone?
You could. I'd allow you to knock him prone if you'd like.
Or wait. Could I stun him? Too much?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I would allow you to knock him prone. I'd allow you to move him.
Okay. Then I'm gonna knock him prone.
What were you gonna say?
I mean, if there's anything else you would like to do to him,
Yeah.
God damn it. All right.
he's holding something.
Oh, so wait, I can actually disarm him.
I would allow you to.
I'm literally looking at this list, so I can
Oh
disarm
no,
him.
yeah. I'm allowing you to
Great.
write a moment.
Then
if you would
let
like.
me swing for his arm.
Okay. Which arm? The one with the club, or the one with the rope that is holding Bronin?
I'm so sorry, Ronan. I think I'm gonna swing for his club arm.
Okay. Okay. You so roll
I feel like I'm
damage.
making the
It's
wrong
normal damage.
choice.
So it's normal normal damage plus
Okay.
your rage bonus.
Okay, 1d8. Oh, you're right. 1d10. Okay, that's fun. What's the d10, right?
I think it's the 1. No, it's the double zeros. It's 10.
Okay, great. Hey, that's pretty good. Plus 2, so 9, 11 plus 2.
So 13.
Wait, 9 plus 2 is 11 plus, yeah, okay, 13.
Okay, so you do 13 points of damage.
I'm so excited.
Great. And then you swipe his right arm, which has the club on it, and with enough force, because of your just violent rage, he drops the stone club to the ground. He is now disarmed.
All right, I think that's good for now.
Okay. Texas, it's your turn.
Using my last slot, and I'm casting Magic Missile.
Okay, please roll for wild
I'm
magic.
so viciously angry in this moment. Keep seeing one get down and one get up. And I don't care if I'm not getting the message you're trying to give me.
No, it's because I want wild magic to happen. I love wild magic.
Why would you want that? I can kill somebody with that.
Kill all of you.
Yeah.
Roll a die 20. 1 or 2 will cause wild magic. Ah, it's like the 15th 11 you rolled.
It sure is, baby.
Okay, so no wild magic, but you may roll.
You're going to dice
You may
heaven.
roll the magic missile damage. Okay. The bolts, bam, 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 one after the other, slam straight into him. He is looking a little wobbly on his feet now. That's you, Thexus. Okay, great. Fornelia, what would you like to do?
I guess roll is be alive.
Roll death save. We're back to death save time. Sorry, Fornelia.
2.
Oh no, that is well. Since you got back up, we've reset the death save, so you just failed your first death save. All right, Billy.
As I'm fuck, I don't have any spells. All right, I'm gonna start to move as close as I can to Charles. I'm just gonna move as close as I can get to
1,
him.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6? Yeah, and he's out of range of me yet.
Yeah, he can't touch you.
So I've only got, I had the one dagger that I threw at him. So I'm gonna start to play, and I twang out, Bronin, oh Bronin, please kill this fucking guy. Pew! Bardic inspiration for Bronin.
All right.
And I'm going to, from there, cast Vicious Mockery one more time. I shout out to Charles and I go, oh, looking a little bit wobbly there. It would be a shame if someone knocked you down, you little shit.
From Billy Wobble.
It's a 14 is your DC.
14.
He makes a save.
Damn. All right, and that's Billy's turn.
All right, you run out, you sing a tune. Bronin's got inspiration.
Yes.
Bronin, you got 1d6 inspiration points, and that is your turn. Okay, great. Charles, swings his club at Delric.
Wait, he doesn't have it.
Disarmed.
Oh, sorry, he's disarmed. One of his actions attacks is used to pick up the club, which he will then swing at Delric. Does an 18 hit. 11 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
He swings the club.
is a
He
game
hits
of
the
whack.
other side of your head. Your head, you are just like you're up, you're down, you're smacked around, and back down again.
Still a fucking gremlin.
That is his turn.
He's obviously going after the strongest one.
Right.
Well, actually, I think I figured out why he wasn't attacking me.
All right. I'm going to try and attack him one more time.
Okay.
No, well, I don't know. What is it?
I'll let it stand.
Okay. It's an 18 plus 5, so 23.
3 hits. Please roll for damage.
Why is this so intense? Like, we're literally sitting at the table. Like,
Please don't die. Please don't die.
Plus bardic inspiration.
Not for damage, just for attacks. Just for attacks, saves, and skill checks.
All right. Well, then it's 7.
7. Okay, great. You take a chunk out of his shoulder, which is now being harped on because that's the only thing you can reach. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Chip it away.
Delric, death save, please.
8.
That is one failed death save
It is.
for Delric. Kree.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and attack him again
Okay.
with my longsword, two-handed.
You have advantage.
I do have advantage. Okay. I'll take that advantage. Okay, that's better. Oh, and I'm gonna use this now. So that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You hit. Please roll for damage.
Okay. 10. Hey, all right. So 14 plus 2, 16.
Okay. Very good. You clobber him with the long sword, and it digs into his back. And
You
he's-
look like an STD.
What?
Making it worse.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Which one is that?
Texas, what would you like to do? First snort of the night, by the way.
No, it was the second. You
Oh,
missed
second-
the
oh,
first
it's the
one.
first one. Darn, okay.
Oh,
Second
God.
Very subtle, that first one.
I didn't want anyone to know. Firebolt. I'm hitting that motherfucker. I'm so goddamn pissed.
Okay,
At this
firebolt.
point.
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
I ain't got no more spells.
All right.
Do you want me to move?
Yeah, I'll need you to move that way, at least a square or two.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll move a square.
Boop.
Yeah,
All right. I'll give you a clear shot there. Okay.
sounds good. And the way I'm aiming, I'm hitting Billy, but that's fine. It's not a problem. I think it doesn't matter.
I know your moves. I like duck.
Hurl, fire creature, range,
Like a-
spell attack.
curves
What's
the
that?
All right,
Yeah.
so
One.
roll a die 20 and add your
Something
spell
like that.
attack bonus.
That's 25.
25 hits. Please roll for damage.
Where's my 10? There she is.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a 7. I thought it was a 1. All right, cool. 7.
7. Okay. The firebolt slams into him in a shower of like fiery embers scatter off him. Steam rises because he was damp. Remember, and he stands though,
Oh,
but barely. Okay.
I'm done.
All right, Cornelia, what would you like to do?
Roll to stay alive.
Roll a death save. That's right. So please make a death saving throw.
Staying alive.
10. A 10. Okay. You have, so
Just
you
need
failed
3 more
one.
of those.
You failed one, or have you made 2?
Well, no. I failed 1, so now I need to save 3, right?
Yes.
Okay,
So you failed 1 and saved 1.
Well, yes.
Okay, great.
One.
Billy, what would you like to do?
Oh God, I see everyone's just taking whacks at him, and I just pull out Tybalt's rapier, and I go, for justice, and do a sliding lunge into him.
Okay. So you move up adjacent. You pull out the rapier. It is a +1 to hit with Tybalt's rapier.
Fuck yeah! All right, and it's dirty 20.
Wow.
You hit. Please roll for damage.
All right.
It's normal damage, but a +1 to hit.
Right, so D8, a 4 total damage.
Okay. You lunge in with as much range as you possibly can, and stick it just about this far right into his back. All right.
I was kind of hoping that did it. Like, wouldn't that be amazing? Just like a rapier.
Just the tip.
Just
Just the tip.
That's all you get.
You don't need to go far.
He's going to
hit advantage, but
he's going to attack Bronan.
Yeah, go ahead.
He can take it. He's in armor.
he's at the bottom.
Okay. Oh, here.
Just to make sure.
20. Does that hit?
Yes.
Wait. With the shield? With the shield.
No, mine's 18. The shield is 2. So it's 20.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he rolled a 20.
Yeah, you rolled it.
Remember to
You take
donate.
The dude's a fit.
Yeah. It's a good cause.
13 points of bludgeoning damage as he swacks you with it. And then swings it back around. It's a 13 hit.
No.
You again manage to like twist your torso just enough to deflect it with your shield, hanging on by the skin, as they say. All right,
Who says that?
that is his turn. I say that.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Hanging on
My
by
nickname in
the
college.
The hanging skin.
Bronan.
hanging on by the skin cap.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try and
We've committed so many
Please do
crimes
so.
tonight.
2 felonies in
Golly.
3 states.
7.
7. Does
It's
not,
a sad slice.
7. It is. 7 does not hit.
One for you.
Delric, death saving throw, please.
12.
All right, 1 fail and 1 save, right?
That's what they called me in college.
I rolled a 10 and a 12.
Oh, 10 and a 12. Oh, I thought you failed the first one. Okay, great. Okay, so that is that's two successes. Kree, it's your turn.
Oh, it's me. Well, I've got the sword in my hands. I'm gonna swing again
Okay.
at him.
Come on, girl.
Do I have advantage?
Yes, he's
Okay.
still in Fairy Fire.
Well, I got an 18, but
You do not because you are bound.
But didn't he bardic
so I'll take that
inspire? Is that
18.
just for 1 round?
No, it's 10 minutes.
okay.
I was bardically inspired.
Which you can add a die 6 to an attack roll or
Which would not have been enough.
13? Would a 13 have hit? Probably.
I got a 22 to hit.
that hits.
Yeah,
Please
she
roll for
hits.
damage.
Yeah.
D10. Okay, there we go. Okay. 9.
9 points of damage. Great. All right. Texas, what would you like to do?
Oh man! Come on, guys.
Texas, get it,
Come on,
Texas.
give me the killing blow. I want firebolt again. I want this motherfucker to burn.
Okay. Please make your attack.
Come on. Believe in you.
You have advantage on the attack because he has Fairy Fire.
Good thing my first roll was a 17.
Okay. Which is modified 23. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. That hits. Please roll for damage.
There's my boy.
Come on, Texas.
Big
Come
money.
on, Texas.
Make daddy
money, no
proud.
worries.
Go Texas. Go Texas. Kill the
I mean,
mother.
it's a 5.
Okay.
Hey.
The firebolt slams into where the last one hit. There's now like a char mark and a ring around on Charles's back.
Looks like an STD.
Feel that burn in
Anything
sensation.
else, Texas? Is that you?
No, because that's fucking. I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
God, I want the
Cornelia,
killing blow.
death saving throw, please.
Come on.
An 8. That's 2 failed death saving
Oh,
throws.
shit.
Just so you know, Vernelia is 1 death save away from permanent death. Billy, what would you like to do?
So I went for justice, and then as I wheel around, for love! And then I give him a whip around.
All right, make an attack
Oh, with
roll
advantage.
with advantage.
Oh, God. All right. Natural 20!
20! Oh, nice. I will give you the same opportunity. You can do double damage, or you can attempt.
I'm gonna double damage him.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
I think. All right, so it's 1d8 normally, so 2d8 instead. Great. So 5, 4, 9 plus 2, so 11 points of damage.
All right. He's barely there. Still,
Bronin!
you dive in
Hold on, man.
blade again. Tybalt's blade in one more time, but he still stands. Anything else, Billy?
Bodically inspired. You're still bodically inspired, right?
Yeah, you didn't use it, right?
No.
Yeah, so he still has one.
May I bodically inspire down party members? And no. All right, so
That'd be good,
Thexis, I wheel around as for love, and then I'm like whipping the loot out. Thexis, all my ex-lovers are from Thexis.
I get it.
And I give you a bodically inspired.
Wait, we're never lovers!
They don't know that. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, thank you, Billy.
Okay, good.
Charles swings his club at Bronin.
I'm like right here. Come on, buddy. I'm big and stinky.
Does a 8 hit?
He doesn't know I'm not magical, so.
That's true.
24.
Ah, fuck.
All right, let's see.
Goodbye, everybody.
Wait, really?
7 points of damage. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
For real?
As the as the club smashes you on the side of your
No,
head.
Oh,
it's
you
minus
know.
13.
No, it's just the left side of the table.
I mean, you have no help.
He's still
No, he does
No.
not. He's hard to hit, but he doesn't. He did.
Are you still
I'm
up?
old.
Yeah, right.
Are you still up?
And
Oh, he's-
Bronin is down.
what?
Holy shit! Someone to knock him out.
Bronin,
on,
please
Creed.
make a death saving throw. So roll a die 20
Already?
and get a 10 or higher.
Oh yeah, because it's his turn now.
Oh. We're gonna lose something.
Nope.
That is one failed death save for Bronin.
If I pass this, do I stand up?
No, but you are stabilized. So
Oh.
please, Delric, please make a death saving throw.
Oh my god.
13. That's 3.
All right, you are stabilized.
We got it.
My real life heart, like Elissa's real life heart, is freaking out right now.
All right.
Okay.
That's all three of us.
I have no healing. I'm gonna swing for him again.
Okay.
Come on, man. Kill the motherfucker.
And I still have advantage, right? Okay.
Fairy fire.
I do not hit him. I got a 6.
Okay. You swing and miss. Texas.
Oh, start singing Ring of Fire, motherfucker, because I'm hitting this bitch.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt again.
Okay.
Oh no. Come on, man. Please. Please. Okay. It's an 18.
An 18 hits. Please roll for damage.
Come on,
I'm like
Texas.
so scared.
Texas, you're the bestest.
I don't know if I took my anxiety meds today.
You got this.
It's a 6.
Please give us a stage direction.
I didn't do anything, but we did it.
Like Alexis.
There's this just burning rage in me seeing party member downed and downed and downed, and I finally just start screaming bloody murder, boiling this firebolt in my hands, and I clutch this little fox next to me and go, watch your big brother do this. Boom!
The firebolt slams into the back of Charles's head. Boosh! Shower of sparks and ash fly off of his head. He stands there for a second. And then collapses forward, unconscious. Well, down. Oberon stands and looks. Everyone is dead silent. All of these creatures standing here watching cannot believe that Charles has fallen. And Oberon, standing there, pulls out a wand from under his vest, and he flicks it. And you all have 1 hit point. Those who are unconscious, you are still.
And you were there.
And Oberon, the king of the deep place, stops. And he looks hard at you with his unnerving, all black eyes. And a smile crosses his face. Thou hast done well. Mortals, ne'er did I think mine eyes would look upon Charles laid low. The pair is thine, and take them and return not to mine wood.
Glad.
Puck, thou shalt leadest them from mine kingdom and return this couple whence they were found, and henceforth they shall be unmolested by me and my subjects. Take this boon, and Puck reaches into a knot in the tree and pulls out a small wooden chest. It's all carved with vines and ivy, almost impossibly beautifully carved and hand-carved, a wooden chest, and brings it out and sets it for you. And he goes, well, that's for you guys right there. There you go. Good job, I guess. Yeah.
I'll reach out and grab it.
You take it.
That's fair.
Put it with the rest.
You see the raven up on the branch. Look down. It's all black. Also all black eyes. And Balmer flies up into the darkness. The pair, Romio and Julyyt, step forward again, just kind of oblivious to whatever their environment is.
Big old Lord Oberon, before we go, and Sylvan now, I say, I entreat one final favor before we go. For me, for giving you such a show, please don't tell Meb I was here. For the love of the gods, just don't say I was here. I'm a pretty fun guy if you're ever in town.
So be it, he says. Billy Wobbleaxe.
Oh, you know me. We'll be going now.
And you turn.
Also, Ramsay Humford smells like shit.
You turn to Oberon, just seems confused. You leave the glade. You sort of pass between all of the creatures, separate as you walk past them. They sort of they leave you a way out from the glade.
I want to pet the unicorn as we walk by.
You reach out. You just pet the unicorn for just a second.
You'd like my friend Honeysuckle.
And you head through the woods. Puck leading the way. Come on, let's go. The couple, sort of amidst you, he takes you through the woods and seemingly almost impossibly fast. You don't remember. It took you like hours to get here, and suddenly you're through it in Puck's wake, basically in like the blink of an eye. And the next thing you know, you're at the edge of the deep place, and then he leads you up. You don't use the rope. You like blink, and you're at the top of at the top there on the ledge, looking down. You look back behind you. You can see the mist-shrouded forest behind you, down in the sunken place. And he said, "Come on! You folks are slow as all get out. Let's go! Come on!" And he leads you through the woods. It's still nighttime. It took you hours and hours to get there. It was a 4-hour hike from the sinkhole to the Montero house. It's like minutes. A couple of minutes pass by.
Before we do that, can we have grabbed our rope on the way?
I'll let you get the rope.
That's good rope. I spent some money on that rope, and I don't want to leave
mind
it.
was
Have
on
your
the
rope
rope.
returned to you.
All right. And I grabbed my javelin that I threw.
You grab your javelin.
your dagger.
You grab your dagger.
My dignity.
Your
No, that's gone.
No, that's was it there to begin with? Is the question. And you follow the stream, that you followed there. He takes you along the stream all the way back, and you come to the clearing. It's like early morning hours now. You would guess it's probably maybe like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. perhaps, he leads you again through all the way to the clearing where the house is, the old dilapidated house, and he turns and he looks at you, his big round yellow eyes, and he winks, and he flicks his hand in the air, and the cracks in the plaster begin to seal up, and the broken glass in the windows reattaches itself to solid pieces of glass in the windows. The broken and split beams, wood beams that hold up the structure, come together, and the shutters that had fallen are uprighted. There are springing out from the house are little window boxes underneath the windows, and flowers. Beautiful, multicolored flowers grow up out from there. Ivy wraps itself around the stone chimney, which is no longer crumbling, and there's a garden sprouts up from the front of the house, and a stone path that leads through it up to the front door, which is now on its hinge and painted like a candy apple red. For all their troubles, Well.
What are you going to give us for our troubles?
I'm going to put my hand on Puck and I go, if you ever fuck us again, I swear to God, and I'm going to try to sleight of hand those 5 coins of silver back out of his pocket.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
That's a 14?
Oh my God.
You reach into his hide pant pocket and pull out. It was 2 pieces of silver. You pull out the 2 pieces of silver.
Nah. And let that be a lesson to you. We fucked up your fighter. We can fuck you up. Sir.
Go, Billy.
I look over to Puck and I say, as they kind of maybe turn around or something like that, I admire your ability to change faces on a dime. Is there anything you can teach me?
Oh, I could teach you quite a bit, my friend. But, it comes with a price.
How much are we talking?
Oh, no, you're pretty cute.
Oh. Insight check.
I think he just,
Make an insight check if you like.
just wants to make out with you.
Yeah, that's 24.
You seem to recall that both Judith and Puck seem to have a fancy for Delric.
You're a handsome man.
Give him us.
Though I'm flattered, just understand there's a mutual respect.
There's a respect.
Damn.
There's a respect. To be sure. Lead the couple in. You'll find it fully furnished, and they'll wake up in the morning none the wiser for their travels.
Well, good for them.
Just got that chest from Oberon.
Get out of here, you piece of shit, before I skin you.
I love you too. And the creature disappears.
Boy, that guy.
Hey, Cornelia, this is yours. I throw her 2 silver.
Oh, you lot. Are you all okay? You doing all right?
So I noticed the burn marks on the back of it. It was you, wasn't it? You should take this, and I take the wicked sickle.
Oh.
I give it to Texas.
I take it and I pull out mine. I've got double, baby!
Very nice. So you now have it is a sickle, but it's an oversized sickle, and does 2 die. Is it 2 die 8?
2 die 4.
2 die 4. It does 2 die 4 plus your strength bonus damage.
And then I pull out, would you call it the boon?
Yes, the little chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said, shall we?
You crack it open.
What's in the box?
Almost like Pulp Fiction, the glow from beneath on your face, and it's filled with
Gas vouchers.
jewels, phone cards. It's filled with gems, jewelry, and it's
That's a bunch of junk.
and it looks to be treasure.
Can we
you
sort
can-
through that after we've all had a rest?
I could go for an
Do we know how much treasure? I mean, can I be like, oh, that's roughly
It's about 150 gold pieces worth.
Yes.
some sweet
So-
dosh.
in our pot that we all have? We now have 205 gold pieces
It's like
and
2
145 silver.
That could be a car payment.
Sweet dosh.
145.
We should invest in something. and
That's
from-
more
have
money
our
than
make money.
any of you have seen except
Let's
for Delric.
invest.
So you lead them into the house.
Yes. Yes.
You go into the house, and inside it is as equally furnished and beautiful. Everything seems to be almost natural. There are carpets woven from like moss and flower petals, and the furniture seems to have almost grown. It's all carved from wood, beautifully, beautiful ivory, decorated ivy carved into it, flowers and vines growing up around the furniture. There's a huge chandelier made from antlers over the center of the entryway. It is impeccable, beautifully furnished. A larder fully stocked with food, and it is and the couple they enter the house and they just sort of like, again, without any sort of acknowledgement, just walk upstairs and go and lay down in their bed.
I just assume,
You're welcome.
I assume all the food is organic, right?
Oh yes, it's exactly so.
Free
I
range.
need
I'm gonna
fiber.
pocket as much food as I can.
Pocket it. Just eat it now.
I mean, I'll do that too. We'll do both.
All right, you help yourself to some of the food. It is delicious, and it doesn't take much to prepare. There's all sorts of delicious fruits and berries. There are squash. There are potatoes. There's all sorts of meats, assortment of rabbit and whatnot. There, puck digs, that kind of thing.
I say that we just, this all is a bit too good to be true. We should rest nearby the young couple's room to ensure that they're not taken again or jump out of some sort of window or disappear.
Would I know that, like, what we've done this evening with Oberon the Fey King, like, he's going to be good on his word, or
Make a wisdom check. What'd you get?
18?
Oh yeah. Yes, you know that the Fae, while tricksy, are good to their word.
Pipe back to Delric. I think we'll be okay. Also, this used to be a smuggling house, right? And they do wine? I bet they got a wine cellar. And with a nice Chianti, I think I've got some splaining to do. So, who wants to crack open a bottle before we start?
Ronan, go get a barrel. Please,
right.
please, please, please. I'm sorry.
You find a cat. There's several casks of wine down in the wine cellar.
That one's for me.
And another Mercury. And then the rest for us.
Yeah.
So you might have gathered is the crown now
It has reduced in size.
ring
back to
size?
the ring.
I pull it off of my belt loop and I go, might have noticed I've been carrying this around. So I've been a bit of an asshole, and that's because I stole this off of a Fey Queen, and I don't know if she's trying to hunt me down and kill me. Whoops.
Oh, so you essentially put us all at risk due to greed?
Well, I wouldn't call it greed, more sort of recompense for 5 years of service in her court.
I love that.
So, yeah, exactly.
I like that.
I gotta get paid.
Well, that wasn't
Absolutely.
my reaction the first time I heard that. But
I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, they've got a price on their head. We've both been banished, or I've been banished, and I don't know. We're kind of shitty you didn't tell us, but
I was
so-
hoping it wouldn't come up ever, but seeing as
We dove right into it.
I think some disclosure, none of the Fae know I have this, except Oberon now, and apparently the rest of the Fae court.
So they all know now.
Unfortunately.
we're not there.
But he won't tell.
Oberon seemed to like that you had
I-
the moxie.
But there were a
Steal
lot
the
of other
crown.
fair there. for what it's worth, you know. And when that many people know something, it's not really a secret.
So
you know?
Oberon may not do something, but anyone else that was watching possibly could tell her.
If he's got tight reins on his court, from what I remember, if the big boss says don't do something, you don't.
Wait, hold on. How many of us have a price on our head?
It's complicated.
So 3 for 6.
So the 4 dumb bastards. Understood. Got it.
I mean, we were banished, so if I go back, I'm dead on sight. But other than that, I'm fine.
let's just
We
not
don't
go
use
back.
money where we're from.
If I go back, I'm grounded.
Oh, send him back then. Goodness sake.
Oh, wait, it's a little more complicated than that, but no, we appreciate your candidates now, even though I almost died. But that was not of your doing.
No.
We were trying to save others.
And you did all that before you knew us, so.
Yeah, I was hoping it just wouldn't come up, so I'm sorry, but I appreciate you all having my back.
Sure, always.
Told you he'd have to go through the whole party for us.
They almost did.
And me. And in the end, I ended up killing the bastard.
That was fucking metal. So, a toast to you all, you beautiful fucking bastards.
All right.
To many more adventures, and to true love.
What's this about true love? I don't know what you start drinking.
And to Billiam for his truth.
Billiam.
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 Is that really his name?
Billiam.
Better than my real name.
Oh.
What's your real name?
Get me a couple more drinks and I'll talk.
You spend the morning, the wee hours of the morning into daylight, drinking and enjoying yourselves and chatting with one another, your exploits, and leave with first light, heading back towards Riverside to make your way back to Verona.
Do we stop in Benfield?
You make your way through the forest south. The only way you know how to get there is through Benfield. And Vornelia, with her incredible ability to navigate these woods, apparently, takes you on a beeline straight to Benfield. You make it back to the small hamlet village there with the stream running through it and the stone bridge. You see Artorius is up in front of his cottage, tending to it looks like a garden out and back behind his cottage, and you make your way past, and as you're going, he goes, young lady, one moment, please. Yes, Cree. Come here.
Oh,
please.
me?
Yes. Do come. Yes, excellent. I wanted to say, the last time you were here, a couple of days back, you seem to have forgotten this. And he reaches into his vest and he pulls out a walnut and hands it to you.
How did you know? I'm a fancy lady.
Indeed you are.
You deserve that. That's why I deserve this walnut.
You do deserve that walnut. And many more, I dare say. Be well.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Now-
And he turns back around and begins to go back to his garden. You make your way into the hamlet here. You care to do anything while you're here in Benfield?
Swing by our good friend
Goat's milk.
Wet and Paul.
Wenton.
Wenton Paul.
Wet and Paul.
Yeah. You stop by the Benfield bar, no name, you just know that's what he said. And it's this little shanty right here in the middle of the village. No front to it, really. Just a couple of tables and a rickety bar. And behind it is the old fellow with the wispy receding hairline. And you come, you're back again. Billy Wobbleaxe.
Hey there, Wenton.
How are you?
I'm here to make good on that promise.
Oh, are you? What do you got for me?
Got a little song, got a little tune.
All right.
Some recent adventures I think might make a good story.
Oh, I'd like to hear it.
So, let us here in far Verena, where we lay our scene, and I start to sing the tale of Romeo and
Excellent.
Julyyt.
All right, you sing the tale of Romeo and Julyyt. Make a performance check.
Oh, it's gonna be a 1. It was a 1!
Wait, he called it, so that's like a crit, right?
Oh my God,
Amazing,
Bud.
amazing. You get struck with the same like forgetfulness that happened before when you wrote your masterpiece. The same thing happens again as you go to sing the song, and you're just stuck. You can't remember the words or the lyrics. You've been writing them while you were walking through the woods. You were like, oh, it's gonna Romeo and Julyyt, and it out of your mind.
Fucking hate the Fae. Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
That's a sad song.
Yeah, I'm feeling very sad right about now.
It's all right, bud. It's all right.
What's a Wonderwall?
You spend the night there. He gives you your rooms for free because that was sad for him. And he basically lets you stay in the barn behind the Benfield bar, and then you make your way. The next day, you travel through the woods back to Riverside, where Kelbert is waiting on the docks.
Wow.
It is late morning by the time, but as you're walking into the village of Riverside, and the docks are going already. The fishermen are going out. The river barges are going. And indeed, Kelbert is sitting on his barge.
Are you gonna go say hi to him?
So
Go on.
Gilbert!
well, Miss Warnina, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. We had quite an adventure.
Oh, indeed, I look forward to hearing it. I must say, I have been waiting here for a few days, and though you did pay me handsomely, and I did promise you a return trip, I would like to get back to Verena as soon as possible.
Oh,
then-
do we tell him to wait for us?
You can tell me your tale on the way.
Definitely.
I do like your tales.
Have you got one too?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. In any event, are y'all ready to get back?
How much?
Absolutely.
No, you paid me up front. You gave me a pretty good price to give you a return trip. So
He's holding his treasure chest. How much?
I seem to be losing it. I don't understand.
Let's get back to the city.
Kelbert pulls the barge, and it glides out. Pulls the barge, and as it glides out from the docks out into the current of the river. Now you're going with the river. It's a much quicker trip.
Man, really just moving through.
The Avon River catches the barge in its current, and about an hour or so later, you slip out finally from the forest of Arden and the rolling farmlands and sort of open up of the North March open up around you. You see the landscape dotted with farmhouses and the occasional grand estate of some rich merchant or noble. And the traffic is a bit heavier on the river today than it was the other day, and Kelbert has to navigate between a number of riverboats and barges. But he does so with expert ability. This man knows his craft. After about 2 hours or so of travel, you see the huge walled town of Verena appear resting on the riverbanks, and rising up over the wall, the Margrave's castle on High Hill, overlooking it all. Kelbert guides you between a pair of barges as you pass under the huge arcing white stone Avon Bridge. And not long thereafter, he pulls you to a stop on the docks there in Verena, which are just a bevy of activity at this hour. It's now noonish, mid-afternoon, and everything is going full bore. Well, I'm glad that you all have had a good trip into the forest and succeeded in your endeavors, whatever they may have been. I'll be here if any of you want to,
What, me?
need a river river barge or anything. I'm out here most days, unless I'm out and about. So I hope to see you all again.
Delric, I think he's hitting on you.
We'll keep you in mind if we need any
Excellent.
more
Well, thank you very much.
trips.
Oh. That make more
Kelbert,
sense.
if you're ever over in the theatre district, we're normally staying at the Broken Leg Inn if you want to pop in for a visit for us.
All right, that's good to know. I may do that.
No, a wink to him. Give a wink to Vanelia.
She has her own room. So you can. I get off the barge.
He starts coughing. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, anyway, and he's like, pretends to be busy in his pack at his feet. Oh, well, yeah, okay, well, broken leg. Thank you.
I hang back behind everyone and give Kelric a
Kelbert.
I should have read it first.
I promise I'll write.
Kelvin, you so
Kel. Just call him Kel. Just for short.
Keenan and Kel.
Kelbert?
Kelbert.
Kelbert, a special goodbye.
Oh.
I think Cornelius
He
is
seems
nagging him.
Seems to appreciate it. You walk through the gates of the town and along the cobbled streets, the buildings rising up around you, and you come to the now familiar-looking, top-heavy inn, 4 stories tall, very funnily shaped, as it's kind of like additions were built on top of additions here over the years, and so it has this very odd shape to it. Looks like it's going to topple over at any moment. There in the theater district with the Greenfriars Theater and the Goose directly across the street from one another, the competing theaters, and you are there with the placard swinging over your head with a leg and a plaster cast, the inn of the Broken Leg Inn. And as you approach the front door of the building, a voice calls out. Master Wobbleaxe, has anyone ever told you how many lives a cat has? And you turn to see an elven man with pale white skin and long jet black hair tied back with numerous silver bands and wearing a now familiar black velvet doublet and black silken cape at the shoulder. He smiles a cold smile at you. It is Tybalt, Prince of Cats.
Oh!
And that is where we're going to end.
How many lives is it?
Thank you all for joining us tonight for episode 4 of To Be or RPG. We have some announcements to make. If you haven't donated, you can still donate below in our Twitch channel, information on our PayPal, or directly to Classical Theater Company at classicaltheater.org. We have a winner. Oh, good. Our player's handbook tonight was won by Dylan DeWitt. So a good friend. Good. The print winner for subscribers is Mizak40. And the print winner for followers was Saren Seraph. So thank you guys so much for subscribing, for following, for donating. We appreciate it so much, and we're very excited. We will be back next week, Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for To Be Your RPG episode 5. All right, thank you guys. Well, we are halfway through our campaign right now, so